Yo, forgive us, y'all. The music's not working for whatever reason.
Hey man, I wasn't gonna talk about you, but I was like, hey, DJ, no clue. I need you to get it together.
I don't
Yeah.
know what the funk is going on between the sheets of this phone.
Now it's playing in the background, so you good, I guess. It's a little too late.
Oh, you hear it?
Yeah, I hear it.
I don't hear not a damn thing.
Oh yeah, it's playing in my headphones. Maybe it's a delay or something. I don't know. But it's playing right now.
That's crazy.
There you go. You just stop it. There you go.
How's it playing in yours and not ours? That's weird.
Hey man, because I'm a real G, man. You know what I'm saying? It just work like that. You know what I mean? It just be like that sometimes.
It's funking up, man. Y'all funking up, StreamYard. Man, how y'all doing? Welcome to the after party.
Hey, after the club, it's the after party then. What's going on, people? What's going on, man? You see me in the garage. Just how dedicated I am to the show. I'm out here shivering. You know what I'm saying? It's cold as hell. But I said I was going to be here, so I'm here.
If I would have known, we would have cared. I don't want you in there freezing. I want you getting hypothermia, you know.
Nah, I'm good. I got on a hoodie, a jacket, a thermal underneath that. Boy, we're going to be all right.
You know how you foundational Black Americans don't really do well in the cold.
Hey, you know what I mean? It's not our natural habitat. You know what I mean? It's okay though. Especially for us that was in the field. You know what I mean? You was in the house, so y'all had regulated temperatures. You know what I
mean? Man. Hey, what's up, BJ and Eli? What's this, BJ? What's Eli? Is it Eli or BJ? I hear the kids, man.
Hey, look, I'm not safe anywhere. You know what I'm saying? They find me no matter where I'm at. Yeah, they come out here and freeze with me just to get on my nerves. Man. But now what's going on, man? BJ. Okay, there we go, BJ. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up? Let's get it.
Well,
let's get it.
I guess we can just go ahead and just do a repeat of yesterday's Ratchet News. Just kind of kill some time. Y'all threw that no sound in my headphones kind of threw me off. I was bringing ready to kick a mean 16 and I ain't hear a thing.
It's all good, man.
If you can't hear that swing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, for sure. We appreciate you showing up on a Saturday, BJ. You know what I'm saying? Good looking. Good looking.
All right, let's go ahead and get into some ratchet news from yesterday. What up, y'all? It's your boy Third Degree. Let's get into some ratchet news. Well, some of it's ratchet, some may not be, but let's still get into it. Well, as you all know, there are wildfires going on in California, particularly LA, and it's burned down the Palisades, Altadena, even parts of like the Hollywood sign, like even there Runyon Canyon. So, for those who have reached out, I appreciate you. Where I'm at, I'm a little bit outside of LA, but where I'm at, though, coincidentally, we've been known to have a fire or two or three, you know what I mean? So I can't necessarily, I can say whereas right now I'm safe, but with the winds and people, intentionally starting fires, we just never know. But as of right now, I'm good. But pray for those who are not. I've known people who have personally lost homes and family members. It's sad. So just continue to pray for LA, pray for California. But speaking of which, real quick, 30%, this is a quote, 30% of LA fires are being fought by inmates at 16 cents per hour. I think it's a little bit more than that. But the point is, the prisoners who were out there risking their lives need time knocked off their sentences. I definitely agree with Chris Brown. And he also stated that, firefighters deserve a big parade and stuff throughout LA for risking their lives trying to save people. So I definitely in agreement with Chris Brown on that. So let's get into some ratchetness. Donald Trump plans to rename Gulf of Mexico Gulf of America. That's crazy because I think there's something else that he should rename himself, and that is convicted felon President Donald Trump. I mean, Donald Trump has been sentenced to unconditional discharge, whatever that is, for 34 counts of falsifying business records. So he didn't get off. His privilege didn't get him off, but it did at the same time because he now becomes the first president to ever be a convicted felon. Crazy, right? But he avoids prison despite felony convictions. So I guess, hey, this complexion for protection, I gotta get in on this white rich thing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get in on it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I might cash in on my 22%. European. But moving on. Kim Jong-un bans hot dogs in North Korea. Why? I don't know. I think they're too American for him. Whatever. Moving on. Skip Bayless is accused of offering $1.5 million for X. I mean, for love making, I guess you can say. It's crazy. $1.5 million? You know what I mean? Don't he know that he can go to some places for $40? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I believe this story, but we shall see. Also, it's been alleged that lawsuit alleges Joy Taylor leveraged love making to advance her career and allegedly threatened to accuse network and executive of essaying when he was no longer useful to her. Additionally, she's accused of dismissing sexual harassment claims made by former stylists, telling her to quote unquote get over it. She's bad. I don't know if she would necessarily need to, but hey, it's Hollywood, so you can't put anything past anybody. But moving on. Hey, just know if somebody sends this picture to you, that it means that they're willing to pay anything just to be with you. Moving on. Young Noble of the Outlaws calls out Nas over alleged Tupac lies in a fiery diss track, Euthanasia. I got mad love for Noble, but I think it's like 30 years too late, and it sounds dated and sounds like why? Moving on. There's a study out there saying that black women are the most educated demographic in America. Correct. So it's no excuse for these small pockets of them out there doing dumb ish out there. Come on now, rise up to your true potential standards. Same for you dudes too. Moving on. It is rumored that Marvel Studios will recast T'Challa for new Avengers films and Black Panther 3. I think they needed to do it, the last go around, but hey, it still was a good movie. But we shall see. Moving. You black mother, a racist landlord headed to prison for stealing the identities of black tenants to obtain COVID relief benefits, then evicting them. Good. I hope he sits with Donald. Well, Donald's not going. But moving on. Brandy is ready to tell her story in a new memoir. I wonder if she's going to keep it real, all the way real, or is she going to keep it fluffy? We'll see. I hope she talks about some things, but I will be tuning in. Moving on. This black couple opened the first black-owned shopping center in their city. It's called Kingdom Corners. So Google it. I don't know where the city is, but Google it and make sure you go support them. Moving on. U.S. to refund $55 million after court blocks Biden's immigration program. Jeez. Moving on. Rap Battle Blitz. Remy Ma professes her love for Easy to Block captain after public papoose tussle fussle. She's mad trash for this and he's mad corny. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ram, come on, man. But anyway, moving on. Shanisha and Ruby Rose both claim that they've never had a whole face. What's fun after being ran through? Quote unquote. Hey, I feel you. Moving on. Apple to drop Sony and partner with Samsung for the iPhone 18s's camera. About time. See, even Apple is admitting that their camera is trash compared to Samsung. So, go Team Droid. Moving on. Jim Jones reignites beef with Cameron, 50 Cent, and Mace. If all three of them teamed up to go at Jim, nasty. Because all three of them can spit. Can really, really spit. Maybe better than Jim. But, hey, that's me. Moving on. Dave Chappelle to host SNL with musical guest Glorilla, January 18th. I'll be tuning in to two of my favorite people. Moving on. Mark Zuckerberg says Biden administration pressured his team to censor posts, so he's getting rid of his DEI program. Seems like everybody's getting rid of DEI programs, right? Since Biden's leaving, heck, they feel like we don't have to be sensitive to you, niggas. Moving on. Well, speaking of Biden, President Joe Biden will deliver his farewell address to the nation on Wednesday. I mean, I guess he has some good moments as far as keeping up with some of the things that he said and he's done, hiring the first black female president, vice president, putting women of color in his cabinet and administration. So, but there's been some things where he slacked on, like high prices for food and art. I mean, it's crazy. So, I only voted for him because I wasn't voting for Trump. So, hey, man, salute, peace. Well, I'm Third Degree, and that's been your Ratchet News. Peace. What's up, y'all?
What up? What up?
What's going on, peoples?
We got BJ and we got Toes in the house.
Good.
What's up?
Hey, hey, congrats on the win last night, San Diego Clippers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Ah,
We
Oh
stayed
boy.
after. We got a couple signatures from the players. Malcolm was excited. What Max Christie, his brother, plays on the team, or Doug Christie, the coach of the Kings.
Yeah.
Cam Christie is on the San Diego Clippers, the younger brother. He didn't make the league, but he was out there shooting a
Okay.
bunch of threes. And last night they had a player that was 7'5". It was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, you ain't in the league and you 7'5"? What the hell?
Man, it's
it's
got to be
it's
garbage.
It's a developmental league.
Yeah.
Trying to develop some skills.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. BJ, you look like a thumb. Don't do that. Don't do it. That was me last week. Don't do it, BJ. Don't do it.
I just heard a little bit of that. I didn't hear the whole thing. I
Don't
just heard
do it.
BJ was said his
You
name.
can't. I last week's episode, I was going down like this, and I looked like a thumb. And Quez cut it up, and I was Mr. Thumb.
Oh man, I
And you,
forgot
for
to
a
edit.
second, you did it with a second. I was like, oh hell no, BJ, you thumb our us right there. Don't do it, bro. Not from the bottom. We don't have the face for it. Not from the bottom.
Boss.
Cold.
Boss.
Cold.
What? I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat.
Cold.
Mm,
Just cold.
I know
That's
Third
funny.
ain't talking looking like the Black Peter Griffin. I know you
Oh
ain't.
shit. Oh shit. Boy, he came in cracking early, boy.
He
This is a
came in
real
cracking.
after party.
It's the real after party.
I was
Oh
just making
shit.
jokes.
Man.
Just
All
looking
right,
lovely as
man.
always. How's it
Thank
going, Jess
Hey,
you.
Blaze? How's it going?
I'm doing
you gonna
pretty
come
good.
in
How
and be
about
nice
you?
to Jess.
Right.
She's a queen. You gotta take care of the queens. I don't make fun of them.
Man.
Good stuff.
I'm in the same boat. I ain't clowning. I have
It's looking
stretch
kind of
marks on
moldy
my
in there.
eyelids. I ain't clowning. I'm fat. My eyelids be stretching out. I don't care.
What's up, though,
Just good.
BJ, man? How you been, brother?
I'm doing
You
good,
on
man.
mute.
I'm glad y'all decided to do one on a Saturday.
Hey, there you go. There you go. We had to do it for the people, man. We
We
had to
we
do
we
it for
gonna
the
have an after
people.
party every like once a month or so, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, we tried to test it on the Saturday, but most of the streams and the algorithm wasn't really cracking that day. And the minute we brought
Yeah.
it back to Fridays, everybody was back on Fridays. So I think they've kind of used to us being here on Fridays, and the ones who can't necessarily catch it live, they catch the rebroadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, we'll try to be more consistent on doing the after party every once in a while, man. I mean, once a month sound good. Once a month does sound good. I think I can line up with that. I'll try
And
to at least.
he has to check his schedule.
It-
Just to pencil us in.
Well,
He's a little
he
busy.
got the newborn. You know that kicking his ass. Quez ain't no
hey,
spring chicken now.
I dare
He ain't
show
no
ain't, man.
he ain't no spring chicken. That newborn will kick my ass. I would not.
hey, hey,
I
but
ain't
I'm,
gonna
uh, I'm
play.
over here hurt. You know what I'm saying? My knees hurt when I get out the bed. You know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I'm saying? I be
Man,
trying to jump
hell
up
no.
and get the try to jump up and get a bottle. I almost threw an Achilles. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Hey, what's up, Angie?
Uh,
How you doing?
I don't know how
And
well this was
Angie,
thought out.
If you want to come on, it's safe today. You can click the link.
Come
For
on,
those who are
Angie.
watching on Facebook, the link is
Yeah,
in the
come on,
bio.
Angie. We owe you a
The
do-over,
link is in the
Angie.
comments. So we just got to give a quick disclaimer. Um, this is a production, so click the link if you guys are on Facebook. But make sure that if you're using your phone, you have to use your headphones, and they will work as a microphone. But also know that you have to turn your camera on. Make sure you're in a good, nice, quiet spot. Make sure there's not too much stuff going on in the background as far as like music, TVs, because if it bleeds out into the show, it will mess up the monetization of the show too. So we don't want none of that. Also, we want to make sure we're able to hear everybody. So if you got a house full of kids, try to get away from the kids, but make sure you get near your Wi-Fi because that's important too. Also know that hey, also know that we may agree to disagree, but let's do it respectfully. No underhanded comments, no shots, no inviting people to private parts, none of that stuff. We ain't doing that on this show. We're gonna have nice, respectful conversations. We can learn from each other, we can grow from each other, but we got to keep it respectful. So if you do get out of hand, I will mute you. Now I'll give you the 3-strike rule. If I got to mute you 3 times, then you're out of here. But
Oh no, he brought out the Bill Clinton rule. 3 strikes, you're out. What the hell? He brought out the crime bill on us. God damn.
Yeah. If it gets too heated,
Angie, get yourself out the bed, man. We don't care. You get out the bed.
Just do your hair real quick. Do your hair or whatever. And
Yeah, we definitely owe you a do-over. We apologize, but get your ass out the bed. Come on.
But even though she still came and held it down, So.
Facts.
But with that being said, it's the after party. So, it's kind of like an open mic. So, is there anything that BJ? You're definitely a contributor. You watch anything that you kind of want to bring up or talk about? Melvin, Angie, anybody who's watching, anything that you guys want to bring up and talk about and get our 3 cents? The floor is yours.
I don't know.
I think they should make OnlyFans free for Black History Month. That's
what? What? I'm cool. I don't have an account. I'm sorry. I'm cool. On purpose. You know what I'm saying? Get thee behind me, Satan. You won't be tempting me. You know what I'm saying?
you gotta sin to win. That's what they say.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, you don't know the queen. Sin is not really a good option. You know what I'm saying?
She gonna stab you.
Yeah, sin is not really a good option over here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pass on that.
She gonna stab you.
Are you muted, BJ?
Oh, so I was talking to my wife. She was all like,
okay.
Hey, talk about immigration. I'm like,
hell,
they already did.
What part of immigration?
Hey, we tried to get
immigration.
Yeah, we tried to get Melvin sent back too. You know what I'm saying? So no, we can talk about
I ain't
it.
going back. I'll tunnel my way back here. I ain't going back.
Good stuff, man.
You're gonna take him all first.
Yeah, I mean, we get into it, man. What you want to know about immigration, BJ? Let's get into it, man. It's the after party. Everything's
Bring the wife on. Bring the wife on.
Yeah, tell her to come on. She want to talk about it. Tell her to talk. Tell her talk from the background. Tell her just whisper it in your ear.
Hey, I'm gonna give you a little. Give you a little secret. Jessica was shy at one point.
I was not.
Look at her now.
No,
she's
don't make
shy.
him. But don't make him.
Oh.
No.
I got some beef. I got some beef with Third. I never got my shirt.
It never came?
No.
You know what? So I got beef with you because you never sent mine.
True.
So, damn. What kind of customer service is that? You know what I'm saying?
What kind of barter system
I was waiting on mine because I paid for it.
Yeah.
And then once I got yours,
I said 6 eggs. You never sent me the steak. What are you guys trading over there?
So the company that I go through, it was like this whole thing where they had to kind of like investigate it and all this other stuff. But now the production got to actually come out of my pocket, which I don't understand, which it was a mess up on there. So I get it squared away sometime this weekend. But I got you.
It's all good.
Why you ordering from China, man?
But like I told you, man, you'll get like two on me. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So this is what I'll do. I'll send mine to you on Monday. There you go.
He said, "I'll send mine when I get mine." How about that?
That's damn sure what I would have said. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Hey, fair exchange, no robbery. You know what I'm saying? You said
because mine comes out of my own pocket.
BJ acting light-skinned over there. I don't trust BJ now. He acting too light-skinned. Because you know me, I'm like, nigga, I ain't getting my shit till we ain't talking. I'm going to one of your shows.
Hey, I
Melvin's not a
paid.
banana
I
peel
paid.
color away from being light skinned himself.
I am one shade lighter than Quez. I identify as
What?
dark. One shade lighter than Quez. That
Over
is
there looking
Quez
like
my
said
golden cornbread. You know what I'm
I
saying? Like,
identify as dark. Hell no.
hmm Wait, when you go
That's
like this,
jokes.
me and BJ, we kind of look like brothers like this.
I'm the
Hey,
better
y'all
looking
do.
one.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nah.
well, one of you the left thumb, the other the right thumb. You know what I'm saying? You guys, yeah, you guys are important. You know what I'm saying? We can't pick stuff up without y'all. You know what I mean? We
You know,
appreciate y'all
you know.
joining together. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
but
Oh
yeah,
Knuckle
man,
walkers unite. Let's go.
let
there you go.
let's not spend too much time on politics right now. But what about immigration do we need to discuss?
No, it was just my wife brought it up just to kind of like throw something out there.
Oh,
Oh
but
yeah.
what was she thinking about immigration though? It's a good.
Oh, she's like, I don't want to get involved.
No, no, no,
No,
no.
no, you can't take a shot and then
I
hide your
just want to
hand. You know
know,
what
like,
I'm saying?
what's her thoughts on immigration? What's her
Me, I
thoughts?
mean, it is what it is. You know, there's illegal immigration and then there's illegal. Cut and
Hmm.
dry.
Yeah,
Period.
Yep.
I think it's more complex than that because if you really think about it, the only ones that benefit from immigration, well, the country benefits from immigration one, but corporations and big businesses are the ones that make millions and billions off the backs of quote unquote the illegals. And so I said this in one of our previous
Hmm.
posts before during COVID when you had to be a priority worker to work and there was several meat packs places that got raided for and they had illegal workers and there was like 550 working in a meat factory and then the people, one, they got detained and then let go. Two, the factory, they got fined only like $200,000. So if you got to think about it, they made millions of dollars paying these people, and I think it was in Missouri, like the state minimum wages or federal minimum wage is $7. So they're making millions, and they only got fined $200,000. They write it into their profit and loss as a business to hire these skilled labor and unskilled labor at a discount price instead of other Americans that they would have to charge and put insurance on and 401ks on and pensions and stock. And so businesses are really the ones that are reaping the benefits from illegal immigration. So it's very complex. It's not just, hey, you come over here, you're illegal. And that was, and if you look back about 70 years ago, that wasn't even a thing. And if you look back to
Yeah.
the Reagan administration, Reagan actually gave all the illegals amnesty, meaning, hey, we're not going to hunt you guys down anymore. And that was in the 80s.
Yep.
So it's not really, it's everything's become politicized. Even the damn fires right now are politicized. And
Yeah.
so you could take everything and make it a controversy and have strong feelings towards it, but it's mainly all manufactured towards one side or the other, and they make you pick. And so,
So I
Very true.
mean, so let's look at it as today. So let's just say today these companies are still doing it because they are.
yeah,
Mhm.
But if we actually shut down illegal immigration, these companies are going to have to start paying.
Mhm.
no.
Why not?
the, why would they pay? They'll write it. They'll find a way to circumvent it. So,
Well,
they,
yeah, but the thing is that it's going to be harder to find those people.
well, it depends on where. So,
Yeah,
in what
I
job
think
force are?
I think what BJ trying to say is uh if you get rid of illegal immigrants, then you have to pay the legal immigrants and the U.S. citizens. And what's probably going to happen is they're going to raise the cost of production because, of course, you know those people sitting at the top ain't going to take no pay cuts. You know what I
No,
mean? They're going to make sure they get their money, right?
well,
So the price of stuff is going to go up because they can no longer use these illegal immigrants for pennies on the dollar. I hear what you're saying, but until they make the fines way steeper, and it's really a loss when they get caught, they just gonna keep doing it.
Oh
They
yeah,
might
I
even go
mean,
over there and pick them up. They goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? They'll
yeah,
drive
I
over there
mean,
and load up a truck. You know what I'm saying? For
and
real,
if
and
for
we're
I'm
real.
talking
if
like in a
we're
perfect world. You know, we're talking
Yeah.
perfect world
if we're
type stuff.
being
You know,
honest, what will really happen is innovation and automation. So
Hmm.
they're gonna hire, like we saw it in Walmart. Walmart, they were like, we're tired of paying, because Walmart has notoriously been, they get billions and billions of dollars in subsidies, and
Hmm.
they pay their workers. Most of their workers are on welfare and food stamps and other resources for the government. And that's notorious because they pay so low and they don't give you enough to get insurance through them. And they were
Hmm.
like, you know what? How can we make even more money? We're going to put every line, the self checkout line.
yeah,
And when they saw
Damn
that shit
near.
didn't work out, you started seeing it open right back up. But their idea was to cut every single body and try to get the most profit out of it. And so what's going to
Hmm.
happen is automation and AI is going to come, and it's going to disrupt most people's lives, but it's also going to disrupt people at the bottom.
Right.
first, yeah,
So if, and especially if you're coming to this country, which historically illegal immigrants come to the country with the average reading and education level of third or fourth grade, then one, that's probably the people at the bottom are going to get hurt at the most. And two, my thing is, if you can't defend your job away from somebody with a fourth grade education, then you have bigger problems yourself, and then you shouldn't really be. You should worry about yourself other than somebody else taking your job.
Well, that's not fair, Melvin. That's
Well,
that's a
no,
conflated issue.
no, but that
that's,
is that
that's you can't do that.
it's true.
You
It's
can't say,
true.
but listen, Melvin, you can't say that it's more beneficial for the company to hire these individuals with fourth grade educations because they can take full advantage of them, and then say, oh, if you can't outpace somebody with a fourth grade education, then you need to work on your life.
That, but
That's two
what do you want
different
me?
things there.
But no,
I'm I'm t- I'm
it is two different things. But it's also
yeah.
for me talking like, hey, if you're hating on somebody taking the job, why? And what's your answer to it? You should work yourself out too.
Well, then, no,
If
I
that,
hear you, but so let's put it in perspective like this. My daughter's 16. She shouldn't have to compete with an illegal alien to get a basic job at Chick-fil-A or McDonald's or Taco Bell or any of these places, right? I don't want to work at Taco Bell. I'm not going to. You know what I'm saying?
but
Unless
why not?
my life, because that I have a higher education and I have a skill set
No, no,
that
not
allows
you,
me.
but
Oh,
your daughter. She has the same education and skill set level.
Right,
So
but she shouldn't have to compete with a full grown adult for a part time job in an industry where they carve out time for
she
students and part time workers. Which
she
let's be honest, when we were coming up, a majority of those part time jobs were high school students. Right, let's
correct.
be real. Now, a
oh
lot of
yeah,
the
yeah.
it gave you it's an entry level position that gives you the opportunity to build your skill set while you're still in school and while you're still getting your life figured out, right? Those people shouldn't have to try to compete against a group of full grown adults who have had more than enough opportunity to figure it out and get their education level up and get their skill sets up. I don't think that's fair. Get off the car, go in the house. Look, you got too much dip on your chip, man. Go in the house. Man, sorry, these kids,
Hey,
boy.
what's up, Tanisha? How you doing?
Get him.
What's
Tanisha,
up,
how you doing?
Tanisha?
Thank you for coming through. I know you're at work as usual. Get that shmoney. We're good over here. We just decided to have an after party for the people. We had a good show yesterday. We had a great show yesterday.
What y'all
I
talk
think
about? I missed it.
I think it also matters where you're working at, because if you're in West Virginia, there's only one McDonald's per the town, so everybody is fighting for the job and an
Come
entry
on,
level.
man.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Okay. All
I
right.
still
I'm gonna
believe
take
it.
your word for it on this
No,
one. I'm
I'm
gonna
not
take your
lying.
word for it on this one, man. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not lying. Look it up. There's several documentaries how West Virginia and Virginia has been ravished by automation, and whole towns are struggling. And so it's not just illegal immigration, it's everybody on almost every job. And there's no major
You want to
thing
know
that
who
they
else is struggling?
export out there.
Want to know
What?
who else is struggling? Them damn Chargers.
Oh, they
Damn.
got blown out. They got blown out.
They got blown the funk out.
Mm.
Sad
And
occasion.
now the Steelers are next.
Mm-mm.
Steelers are next.
Yeah, I don't know how
Steelers.
they made it.
I don't
I
know
don't
what
even know
that
how they
screen
made it.
is right there.
There's 90
DJ.
in West Virginia.
There's what?
90 what?
McDonald's.
Yeah. Think about that. A whole state has 90 McDonald's. I can go in 5 blocks in LA and there's 3 or 4. And
True
that
that.
literally takes up
That is true.
7% of all their McDonald's is. So think about that. I wasn't lying when I said some towns have 1 McDonald's. So
No
Okay.
doubt.
90
Yeah.
per a state.
Yeah. No, you ain't okay. See, yeah, you wasn't saying the whole state of West Virginia has one McDonald's. I got you.
No. I
It's
was
just
saying
saying
one
a
town.
town.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that is
and-
true. There are towns that have one McDonald's.
Yeah, and so when your whole state is limited on actually what jobs and what sector of the economy they're responsible for, it's going to be hard to get a job no matter what. And a lot of those jobs are coal, a lot of those jobs are construction or woodworking, and you're going to have to learn a trade, or you're going to be stuck in those towns literally forever, for generation after generation after generation. And so that's all I'm saying. Like, the education level, no matter what, it is a slight in some regards, but not really, because you're going to have to improve to get out of that circle, no matter what you want, because you're stuck
Yeah, I can
where
agree with
you
that.
were unfortunately born in, and where your parents placed you. You're stuck in that cycle. And so you're going to have to do something to get out. You're going to have to raise your education level, pick up a great trade, or move and sacrifice and suffer somewhere else. And so
No doubt.
I got you. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I'm not competing. Ain't nobody taking no jobs from me. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried
you
about
went
it.
in, you got too many damn hobbies. You can chef, a truck driver, you could do it all. Jack of
I mean,
all
speaking
fucking
of which,
trades.
quick little promo.
Do you think about me? Do you think about me? Do you think about me?
Shout out to
Excellent.
Quez.
Thank you.
Shout out to
Quez,
Quez.
plug your
Thank
biz.
you. Hey man, I am the co-founder of Danny Cal 85 LLC, where we help people start travel businesses, and we help them be successful in the travel space. We're also digital travel agents, all virtually. So you know what I mean, check us out when you get a chance. And if you're looking for a way to create some generational wealth, holla at your boy. You did. That's my promo.
Yup.
Good
Now,
stuff. I appreciate that.
all the time, that's what we do. We network over here. We pour into those who pour into us.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to mute.
What's next, DJ? What's the next
hold on,
topic?
hold on.
Oh,
We got
sorry.
Adoration, what's good with you?
Adoration.
I'm so busy. It's crazy.
Oh
Good to
man,
see
over
you,
here
Adoration.
saving the
Good to
world,
see you.
traveling, going from here to there, weddings and fashion shows
Yeah,
and whatnot.
and
You
now
know,
I
I
got
see
like
you.
a lot of
She's
school to do
spying
in
for the
like 2 days.
Taiwanese. Look at you. Oh, spy. Look at the spy.
What you called her a spy, bro? Like
Yeah,
what?
she's spying
Don't
for the
say that.
Taiwanese.
Don't
Look at
say
her.
that. That's actually serious.
Oh,
Don't say that. Somebody got bombed for that.
oh, double O
Oh
I'm
Negro
shit.
getting
right there.
bombed.
I'm proud of you. Look at you, old spy.
I'm getting
Look at you,
bombed.
Adoration, old cute old spy over there. No.
All
Are
right,
y'all
y'all.
okay?
So
How's everything? I'm sorry to mess up the show, but with the
Nah,
fires
nah.
and stuff, what's going on?
Shit's
Tell me about it.
burning. That's about it.
well, I think Melvin's safe where he's at, but where
Yeah.
we're at, I
Yeah.
mean, like we kind of said on the show yesterday, where we're at right now. I mean,
Mhm.
coincidentally, we're okay, but
Okay.
I don't want to sit there and kind of like speak of it only because I can 1 minute I can say, hey, we're good right now, but then the next thing you know, hey, you got some idiot out here having a gender reveal party, you know, sparking flyers and whatever during the
True.
win.
Yeah.
I
Right.
mean, because where I'm at in particularly, we're known to have wildfires. So I'm kind of shocked that we don't really necessarily have them where we're at. They're happening
Right.
more so in like the rich part of LA, like the Palisades. The Pacific Palisades is
Yes.
like, I mean, millions and billions of dollars. You know what I mean? Like
I know.
Malibu, we're talking about people with millions and millions of dollars. So it's sad. No matter, I don't care what the economic status, whether you're
Right.
rich, middle class, or broke. You know what I'm saying? The fire is
It's bad.
people
Yeah.
who are losing tons and
Mhm.
tons
Yeah.
and tons of stuff, memories,
Mm.
and some of these insurance companies are backing out,
Yeah.
not trying to
Well,
pay.
they
You know
wrote
what
off
I'm saying?
fire
So
insurance already. Like a couple
right,
months
that's what
ago,
I'm
they
saying.
wrote off fire
So
insurance. So,
as of right now, we're good. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? We're straight, but at the same time, we still gotta stay on our toes because we don't know what idiot might do something stupid, whether it's recklessly, like intentionally or
Right.
accidentally. So we just don't know. But where we're at,
Yeah.
I mean, we're more so inland. We're right outside of LA.
Mhm.
And when you talking about more so inland, we're talking about like mountain area, forests and stuff like that. So it's a little crazy, but we're right
Right.
outside of LA, so we're okay for right now.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm like, what, 100 miles away or 75 miles away from it. So it's not
Oh
not too
wow.
bad. We're getting a lot of the smoke and shit from it, but
Oh, true.
but
Because you
it's
guys are right.
always like yeah, the air quality is not that
It's
good.
not good. Yeah.
Because the winds got up to 110 miles an hour, and so
Ooh.
it because the Santa Ana wind, so it was a perfect storm for the fires.
Yeah.
But and my area as well, like all of California, like Southern California,
Mhm.
is pretty much in a fire zone. So there was
Mm.
like a brush fire that got like 75 acres, and that was a mile away from my house. And then
Oh my God.
yeah, and now I had to get the
You know
fire hose.
what?
I was like, I ain't
I'm
leaving.
sorry. I'm sorry, Melvin. I forgot. I thought you were in like San Diego County. You're still in the
No,
Dang,
IE,
you're
Riverside
but
County.
close.
I
Yeah.
know. So where you're at, especially where you're at, like the hills and the mountains. Yeah, because I remember
Oh
like
yeah.
a few years ago, like they had a fire right out there in the Hemet. That was crazy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Oh
I have
wow.
in front of my house or on the side of my house, there is over 100 acres of like protected area because there's a frog that that's endangered.
Right.
It's
So
Kermit.
that fucking frog gets protected and there's barbed wire fence, but it's
Period.
all dried out. And I'm like, man,
Mm.
if you don't get Kermit's ass out of here, this, as much as I pay for fucking property tax, and y'all protected a frog, and it's a fire hazard, man. That's why
Oh
there's
my.
like 3 damn fucking fire stations
I
within
mean,
like
hey,
2 miles of each other.
people
There's
got their
3.
priorities straight, right?
Yeah, and
How
so
Hey,
when
many
that 100 acres
protected?
or 75 acres burned up, they had 3 planes, and I'm talking about in 20 minutes. They had 3 of the
Oh
planes,
my God.
helicopters. They had a whole team of fire. It almost burned down the high school here, so it was kind of crazy.
Oh
But
my God.
yeah, 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 it was across the street from the high school, and I bought
man.
some fire hoses, so I was gonna do my fire marshal
Oh
Bill,
man.
or I was gonna be a crispy critter or not. I was like, I worked too
Mm-hmm.
hard. I worked too hard for this shit. I'm gonna tap into the fire hydrant and hope for the best.
Yeah,
Word.
dog.
If not, I'm gonna be like, let me tell you something, because my ass is gone.
Oh my god.
Good
All right,
stuff
y'all.
though, but
All right, y'all. So, we've been meaning to get into a few topics. We just the week prior we got into the whole Fat Joe versus the FBA thing, and that first show kind of like took over the
we
whole
not.
segment. We even went over our normal time slot. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of had to bring
Yeah.
it back yesterday. We circled back and did a part 2, and that still took up the whole time slot. You know what I'm saying? But there's a couple others that that we were supposed to talk about like last week, which was the false accusation, or Jay-Z is he being falsely accused, and then also the United Healthcare CEO assassination. That's another one too that we meant to talk.
Luigi or us.
Wait,
Luigi
what?
or us.
Right. Yeah, Melvin.
Hey, defend, depose, deny.
Hey,
Well, for those that
nah.
don't know, here goes a
Major
clip.
developments in the investigation of the murder of the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson. The suspect's mother filed a missing persons report days before the shooting. And police now say there is hard evidence connecting Luigi Mangione to the murder.
You might remember those bullet casings that were found at the scene of the crime that read deny, delay, and possibly depose. Well, those have now, according to ballistic analysis, been matched to the ghost gun that was found with the suspect Luigi Mangione. This is the first time that forensic evidence, according to NYPD, places him at the scene of the murder. Shell casings found at the scene where United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was killed matched the 3D printed ghost gun 26-year-old Luigi Mangione had in his possession when he was arrested, according to the NYPD Wednesday. Police also said the suspect's fingerprints match the ones found on a water bottle and a wrapper found outside a Starbucks, where surveillance video appears to show he was before the killing. The NYPD said his print also matches one found on a cell phone that was recovered in an alley near the hotel. And at the time of his arrest, the NYPD says the suspect had a notebook where he wrote about his disdain for the healthcare industry. Law enforcement sources tell CBS News he wrote about using a bomb, but wrote that a shooting would be more targeted and would not risk innocent lives. Are you seeing the statements about choosing a gun over a bomb that were allegedly made in this notebook as an admission?
I don't know that they have a confession, but I think they have enough facts, enough of a pattern of facts at this point to say, this shows he was going to do it. This shows how he was going to do it. These pictures show you that he did do it. Sources tell CBS News Mangione's mother filed a missing persons report in San Francisco just days before the shooting. Friends say they hadn't heard from the suspect for several months.
I remember looking at his face, like, that guy looks so familiar.
Dorian Wright says he taught the suspect several times at Power Yoga, Hawaii.
He mentioned to me when I was helping him with the pose, he said, I have a back injury. And I'm like, where's your back injury? And he said, lower back. The goal was he came to our studio to heal himself, and I don't have any bad memories of him.
And Mangione's attorney says that he plans to plead not guilty to all charges. And yesterday, United Health CEO sent a letter to his staff honoring Brian Thompson and stating in part that the company vows to make healthcare better for everyone.
Oh, I free my nigga Luigi.
I would say mission accomplished. Then if that was his mission, if that was the mission, it was accomplished. If they're gonna change the healthcare system,
free Luigi. That's all I gotta say.
I ain't saying all that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying all that. I'm definitely not saying all that.
He didn't do it. It's like OJ. He didn't do it.
He didn't do it.
He's our OJ. He didn't do it.
Hey, listen. I will say it is mighty convenient. I've never seen anyone commit a murder, run different states across, and still have all the evidence with them. That's mighty convenient. Yeah, I will say that. That is kind of fishy.
Are you talking conspiracy?
Valedictorian of a high
Man,
school.
all conspiracies are conspiracies until they're proven to be
Proven.
true. And knowing
Exactly.
our government, they don't tell us till 25 years later after the people die that, oh yeah, we did that, our bad. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Right.
put too much shit past them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna say.
Exactly. He
Yeah,
was
we
a
don't have a good track
valedictorian
record.
of his high school. He went to an Ivy League college,
Man,
and
too
he's gonna
smart to
just
do that dumb shit.
Yeah, too smart to do that and have everything. I'm like, he didn't do it. He didn't do. They needed to
I don't
put the
know.
body on
I
something.
think
They
I think I'm
needed.
gonna have to disagree with you, my fellow brothers. I think he did do this. I think it was one of those things where he tried to martyr himself, thinking that he was doing something significant. You know what I'm saying? Because we're living in an era where people now are choosing violence. Even with the recent assassination attempt on Melvin's president that he voted for.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Where he got shot in the ear. I mean, people are taking extremist measures to try to get their point across, or to try to get some type of even notoriety or whatever it means. But people are choosing violence these days, and as you can see, we had the New Orleans terrorist attack. You know, where he decided to go and mow down people who were partying for New Year's. I mean, but we're having these extremist measures, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I think dude did it. Me personally,
I would agree with third.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it. Leave Luigi
To be
alone.
honest,
I'm
he's a
glad
young
y'all
guy.
agree.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with third because this generation too, like, and I respect this generation because they're done taking shit. But at the same time, a lot of people in this generation are willing to do things that the previous generation is not willing to do. Like, when it comes
You
to
talking about us?
I'm talking about kind of me too though. I'm like half in the middle. I'm a millennial by age, but I literally am like, I'm basically Gen Z. I'm like one age away from Gen Z. So I'm saying
I'm
not
a boomer.
necessarily
I don't
me,
care.
but like we are willing to do some shit that people they wouldn't do. Like even like putting R. Kelly in jail finally. I've been knowing R. Kelly was a rapist since I was a little girl. I'm
We
not
all
sure.
knew R. Kelly did it.
We
Oh
all knew
man,
that.
come
But I'm
on,
just
man.
saying though.
That's not the same thing though.
No,
That's
I'm
not the
no,
same.
but
Come on.
hear me out though. Hear out what
There
I'm
will
saying,
be
though.
no R. Kelly slander. You know what I'm
Hear
saying
me.
today? You know what I'm
He
saying?
beat on a 15-year-old. R. Kelly been.
I'm about to change the subject. We're talking about United Healthcare CEO, but we're about to get into some R.
We
Kelly.
different.
You know what?
No, we're not. We're not. I
No,
was
yes,
joking.
yes,
I was joking.
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
joking.
yes.
Don't do that.
That's what
I'm
I'm
about to
saying.
sound ignorant.
Because
Yes,
here's
we
the thing.
is. Yes,
Here's
we
the
is.
thing. Here's
He's
the thing.
guilty.
The older generation, they value people like R. Kelly and you know what I mean. Shoot, even Jay-Z and stuff like that.
Not everybody.
We don't care, and
We
that's
don't
the thing.
value
We
that.
live
Outta
in.
here.
Come on.
But hear what I'm saying though. So when you take even though like y'all said he's a valedictorian, he wouldn't do something like that. People these days are different. So he studies into the healthcare industry. He studies and finds out that a lot. Like I just wrote a paper on the healthcare industry. I was talking about a product that I was going to market and how I was going to get away with the bad side effects of my product. I'm like, well, the healthcare industry does it all the time. Their stuff is poison. Like it's just terrible for you. It'll kill you. And they say it right in the commercials. But because they're marketing in a way where it's more necessary than, like you need it, it's the quote unquote more benefit than the bad side of it, then they can market it and they get away with a lot. So from his perspective, if he was a well-educated student, he would know that this stuff is so bad for you. He would understand that they're using marketing techniques that are technically tricking people into thinking that this stuff is good for you. And he could really grow a serious hate for these industries. So I personally agree with third in that just because he's educated doesn't mean that it could actually mean that he would do worse because he understands that, because our world is it's effed up, to be honest.
I mean, I 100% agree. Go ahead, Quest.
No, I was gonna say, but that wasn't the argument. The argument was he was too smart to get caught in the fashion that he did. That's my argument.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
He's so smart that I don't think he would travel several states away from the
But
crime scene
let me
with
oppose that theory,
with the gun, with the manifesto, and be
Right.
sitting in a McDonald's eating a Happy Meal, knowing he's on the run. You know
But
what I'm
hear me out
saying?
though.
yeah, why
I
did
mean,
he go
that's,
through the
It's not street
drive-through?
smart. Book smart
huh?
is not street smart. He's textbook
I
smart.
concur.
Very,
He understands
very.
that these people are evil. I need to kill them. But he obviously is not street smart. He's a valedictorian. He doesn't have time to be in the streets. He does not understand get rid of the gun, wipe the fingerprints. All he knows is I'm
Hey,
done
that
and I had it, and he's
I
impulsive.
agree.
All I
I agree
know,
with you, Adoration.
all I
That's
know
facts.
is similar to how you guys support OJ. I know he did it, but I'm never gonna say that he's guilty.
whoa,
And
whoa, whoa,
free
whoa,
Luigi.
sir,
That's
sir,
how.
stop
That's
it.
how I
I'm not.
feel.
I'm not.
I'm not finna
Free
play with you today,
Luigi.
Yeah,
Melvin.
I'm not doing
We're
that
not gonna
because
do
Free
this.
Luigi.
even
OJ
with
did
that
it.
being said, I
His
know because
DNA was there. OJ did
even
it.
and I mean you guys know how much I have disdain for Donald Trump. And you know what I'm saying? And when somebody took a shot at that cat, it still wasn't the answer. You know what I'm saying? It was
Right.
not the answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, violence in certain circumstances is definitely not the answer. Because you don't like somebody, you don't like their politics or whatever, it doesn't mean for extreme measures. Because at the end of the day, you know, this Donald Trump, the United Healthcare CEO, they may be millionaires, billionaires, whatever, but they have families. And the fact that the family had to put out a statement, you know what I'm saying?
But
About that.
but if
Wait,
you
hold
look
up.
from
Saddam Hussein had a family. Terrorists have families.
but if you look from
The 9 people
a
that flew
Gen
into
Z
the
point of
towers
view,
had families. Like,
right?
what are we saying?
They're
I'm gonna
killing
be
families as
sorry for
well.
the terrorists that hit the towers. Hell no, I don't give a fuck. Their families need to blow up too. I don't.
So again,
Bro, so don't say that.
Like,
Don't say that. You
what?
nah,
can't
What?
use
I
that
can't.
for.
I
You
It's
can't
can't
do
the
say
that.
that. You
I
can't
can't
it's
say
do
the
that.
that.
same
You
thing.
can't
It's
say
like
that for
people.
monetization reasons, sir. You can't
Okay,
say
well,
that.
let me take that back.
Take that
But
back.
terrorists and the people associated with them and that believe in that same system, they are the enemy. They are the
So
enemy of what we
you're
believe in.
contradicting yourself, man. Because at the end of the day, I truly believe that this dude did it. I think that he was going to
So
extreme measures because of whatever it is, whatever disdain that he had for whether it be for millionaires, billionaires, the United Healthcare system, whatever. I think that he took matters in his own hand, and I think that he acted in an extreme measure.
all right,
So that
what,
would
what I,
that would essentially make him a terrorist. So
yeah.
again,
Well, technically, he is for a political gain. He is doing an act of terrorism. But
so again,
but
so
when you look at it historically, what happens to everything once the rich, wealthy, and the elitist? You think the billionaires care about health insurance? You think Kim Kardashian really goes to United Healthcare worrying about if her lipo is covered? Fuck no. So the people that are suffering are at the bottom. So throughout history, what happens through the let them eat cake is there is revolution. People when
Don't
there's
blame her.
income
Get in there.
I don't know.
when income
Am I at the
it
bottom? Because I mean, I have
well
United Healthcare, so
we're
and
all
they've been
yeah
actually pretty good to me.
You're
that you
definitely
know
at
they
the
deny
bottom, sir.
they deny 85% of their claims. And one of the
You're
claims
definitely
that they
down here with the rest of us, sir.
yeah, one of
You
the
know what I'm
claims
saying?
that
Amen.
just
The
one of
rest
the
of
claims
us,
that just got
such as how is
denied
not
Yeah,
like us.
one of the
I
claims that
never, I
just got
never said
denied
that.
was
Your DNA said it, sir. You know what I'm saying?
one of the
That's
one
who
of the
said
claims that just got denied was this 12-year-old's kid who has amputee, and they denied an artificial leg for him and said it wasn't a necessity.
Damn. Say get on
So
the
Yeah,
good foot.
hey, that's jacked up.
who are we
Hey,
defending?
but that's
They
jacked up. I agree
and
that
then
that's
when you
jacked
have
up.
record profits,
I'm not negating the fact that that's jacked up, but that does not mean to take extreme measures to go to
but
the
but how do
CEO.
you sit there and say, oh, he has a
Wait.
family, and then he's
He does have
Hey,
suppressing
a
people?
family because at
Melvin,
the
you
end of
finna
the
get
day,
your first strike. You know what I'm saying?
He
Remember,
of the
3
day,
strikes you out, baby. You finna get your first
because
strike.
at the end of the day, he does have a kid. So Melvin, just like how you have a kid, let's just say, for example, right? Let's just put this in context. Melvin, you're here on this show, and there's somebody here that's not agreeing with the stuff that you say. They don't agree with you at all. So they look you up, find your location. You could be, hey, at the nearest toe sucking conviction, whatever like that. And
Damn.
then they come and they take you out. You know what I'm saying? That leaves your son
but
Malcolm without a father. It leaves your
but
wife without a
that
husband.
is a
That leaves your father without a
that
son.
is a
And it affects you
absurd
drastically.
that is an absurd comparison because one is under freedom of speech, the other is a position.
See,
Damn.
God does not
Look at
act like ugly, and he took him out because again,
damn. Damn. Melvin, you fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
And I didn't even do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping him
Yeah,
on the
you know what I'm
stage to
saying?
show that I didn't even do it. It was his Wi-Fi that
Hey,
said you talking some bullshit.
hey, man, no, but hey, listen, I'm on Melvin's side for certain points. You know what I'm saying? Now, to say that these people deserved it, I'm never gonna say that, right? But I
Word.
am gonna say, uh, that realistically, it looks like he was set up to me.
Mhm.
I can see
That's
your
what I'm gonna
standpoint on
say.
that part. I can see it.
Yeah, I think he was set up. You know what I mean? Now, how he was set up, I can't, entirely articulate that. But I will say that it looks mighty fishy how conveniently it was done. You found a backpack with Monopoly money in the park and some other random items, and but you found him with another backpack. Like all this stuff. You know what I mean? It makes good for sensationalism. But I think he's gonna get railroaded either way, whether he did it or he didn't do it. It doesn't matter because his ass going to jail for life. But to be a martyr, you be willing to die for some shit. So if I know I killed somebody and you find me at McDonald's sitting down eating a McDouble, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
Mhm.
I'm not willing to go to jail for life. So you know what I mean? We just gonna have to thug it out. That's my mindset behind that. If I already went that far
Mm.
to take a life, y'all gonna have to get it like the Red Cross, man. Get it in blood. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going
But
back
I
to
don't
jail.
think he's a
I'm
street dude
cool.
like that. I think he thinks he's
I
gonna go to
I know.
court and be
Yeah,
like,
I
"No, I did the
understand that.
right thing," and have a good argument. He thinks he's intellectual. He's gonna
Hey
explain
Carla, how you
himself,
doing?
and they're gonna put him in jail.
Hmm.
My thing, what
Yeah.
I was saying earlier to Third was the better argument. It wouldn't make any sense because that's freedom of speech and it's not from a position of power. So
Yeah.
the head of, let's say, like Adoration said, the people know it's toxic. So people in the oil industry know it's killing people. People in the gun industry know it's killing innocent people. But they're at the top. They don't care. So
What's
it's
up,
it's
Big
a
Doja?
it's a different. Oh,
Yeah, we doing good, sis. I'm
You're
sorry, but
doing
yeah,
good.
no,
Hey,
I
the
I
link is
feel
in
you.
the comment section.
sorry
Yeah,
for
you
your
ain't been
loss,
up here
Carla.
for a while either, Carla. You know what I'm saying? Come join the
She ain't
fam,
got
man. You know what I'm
bougie,
saying?
man. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got real
Man.
bougie. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what she out there
Hey,
doing. She just
no,
got bougie like
I'll tell you what it was. Hey, when Jason stopped coming up here, she stopped coming up here. You know what I'm saying? When her love connection stopped coming on the show, she said, "Fuck this
she
shit."
looking for
You know
that
what I'm
Puerto Rican
saying?
poppy. When Puerto Rican poppy start
Yeah,
coming up.
she said, "Fuck this shit, man."
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
ain't
I ain't,
nobody.
you know what I'm
I,
saying?
I want to look at these ugly niggas on here, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got rid of the eye candy. I got to go. You know what
Hey,
Where did Brother Thumb go? Where did Brother Thumb
I'm
go?
saying? Brother Thumb.
I don't know. Maybe his internet wasn't working too. But let's get
No,
back to a more
I had a
serious
call.
topic real
okay.
quick. Hold up. Because
Oh
Doja said
shit.
y'all stupid. But it's the truth though. Doja, you know I love you though. You know, we go back like 4 flags on the Cadillac. But at the
Hey,
same time,
that
I
part.
ain't seen you in about like a year or so. You ain't want to pop
Hey,
up on my shit. You know what I mean? It's all
facts.
good. But
I see it
let's
all
get
the
back.
time.
This
Shouts out
this
to the
that
kids, man.
you ain't want to pop up on my shit. Hey, what's up, Greg? How you doing? Hey, but so Adoration brought up something valid because I seen something to where it was one of these singers. It was a Teacher Moses, and somebody's loud in the background. Yeah, we got
Okay,
to
here
keep it
we
quiet
go.
in the background. We don't want to bleed into the show. But but Adoration brought up something a valid point because Teacher Moses has said R. Kelly's song "Greatest Sex" was her favorite song of all time, and and the people came for her. You're canceled because you're supporting R. Kelly. Look, all right, I'm gonna say this because this is after party. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. This is after party. Look, R. Kelly, yeah, he got problems, and there's no doubt about that. Whether he did, whatever, yes, he's a monster. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But we cannot negate the fact that that man has a sharp pen. He wrote some of the greatest songs. I Believe I Can Fly, You're Not Alone, I'm Your Angel by Celine Dion. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly is one of the greatest songwriters that has ever touched a pen, period. You know what I'm saying? He's wrote
He
some
touched some
classic
kids too.
songs.
You know what I'm saying? That's all they
We
say.
know
I
that,
think
Quiz. Dirty
I
ass
think
Quiz.
there's a
We
difference.
know that. I mean,
I,
my fault. It says DY3 Quiz. I thought it said dirty ass Quiz. No,
Damn, what the
again,
fuck?
we.
What the hell?
I mean, we know, but at the end of the day, it's you niggas that come up here and try to, that really R. Kelly. But at the end of the day, Elvis sat up there and courted a 14-year-old gal, you know what I'm saying, and then sat up there and then waited for her to turn 21 to marry her and then have sex with her. But there's also been allegations and rumors of him with underage women, but yet still Elvis is the king. It's hypocritical. So again, if white folks
but
can
that's
have
the
their
thing, though. That's the thing, though.
adoration,
but what if both are true?
hello. But
What if both are
adoration.
true?
You was that nigga he was talking about. It was adoration.
If white folks can have Elvis and still hold him to a high regard, music can separate the man from the personal life or the artist from the personal life, whatever, then there should be no reason that folks shouldn't be able to separate R. Kelly from his personal. My opinion.
But there's two things to that. I agree with you to a certain extent. Like
I
yeah,
agree wholeheartedly.
he's a great artist. He's like comes up with some of the best songs ever, but he's also a pedophile. Elvis was the king of his time, but he's also was a pedophile. Both are true.
Yes.
So nothing. But when you go and say, "Well, I support R. Kelly," what are you trying to say with that? Do you support his music because it's great? Yeah. But are you like, I support the man? Hell nah. Like, there's a difference. There is a extreme difference.
But
and
I see
like,
that now. I'm gonna have to agree with Third though, because we do need to learn to separate art from artists. You know what I'm saying? In general,
Well,
you know what I mean.
to a
They
certain
know
extent,
well.
yeah.
I'm saying
no, but
because
after you, I'm after you.
if we gon' pick and choose, then we gonna have to go all the way down the board. Because if we gonna say that, we gonna have to say that the modern Bible, you can't support it because Constantine didn't believe in Jesus or the resurrection or God until he was on his deathbed. He used it to take over nations, right? Do you support that, or do you support? No, it's not. That you separating art from artists. Yeah, we separating art from artists, right? Did it give us the greatest life lesson book it known to man? Absolutely. Do I agree with Constantine? Absolutely not. Right. So we have to, if we're gonna do it, we gotta do it all the way across the board. You know what I'm saying? We can't say we don't know these individuals who create things that we use for convenience. They may be pedophiles themselves. That ain't gonna stop you from using a remote control. That ain't gonna stop you from getting on Facebook as much
He
as you
has a
be on
point.
there scrolling. You know what I'm saying? What do we know about Mark Zuckerberg? You know what I mean? He may be a closeted whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we have
He's an
to
alien.
separate the two all the way across the board. That's what I agree with Third with. If we gonna do that, we gotta do it all for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If we
But
separate an art from artists, we gotta do it all the way across the board. Black people are the only people who had these conversations where we beat up on the individuals in our community because of their downfalls. And we watch other communities say, "Oh well, yeah, that's cool, but that's still one of our greatest." Period. Point blank. That's it.
I
Hey,
think
wait, real quick. Doja, don't be taking your time eating. I know how black folks are. You know, one cereal at a time, one
She
French
gonna have to
fry. Like, I'm
smoke
gonna
a
get on what
blunt.
I eat. You know what I'm
She
saying?
gonna
Then
have to smoke a
after we get
blunt.
through, and then by the time you want to try to get on, we already done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how you niggas work. Go ahead. Holy moly, guacamole. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I agree with Quez to a certain extent because the Germans came up with rockets, they came up with the freeway system, and we don't drive on the 5 or the 10 or any of those 415 and be like, you know what? Hitler came up with this shit, but fuck him. I'm gonna take the street route now. No, we
Right.
we travel how we travel, but we're not going to
Right.
sit there and say glowing words about that person, and so that's
Right.
where the extent ends. And I think this generation, kind of like Adoration says, they don't put up with shit because now you see the full pushback of how Columbus, he was a pedophile, a torturer, a horrible person, and it's coming
Murderer.
out, and
He's a
things are
murderer.
changing. Exactly, and he's not getting the glorious Columbus
Not at
days
all.
anymore. It's
Not at all.
Indigenous Person Day, and people are saying, "Nah, we're gonna call it what it is now." Some people are saying, "Well, that's too woke," and other people are just saying, "Well, it's just the truth." And so some
Right.
people want the truth, other people want to live
Hey,
with
Melvin,
the fallacy and the truth.
Melvin.
Exactly.
Melvin, hold up. I'm dedicating this one to my favorite girl. It's R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up. You didn't hear what you said.
He still peed on people. He still
What
peed
the
on me.
fuck?
What do you want me to do with that?
Hey,
He
did
still peed on
this
people.
motherfucker have a musical interlude break? What the fuck was that,
Yeah,
bro?
I
You know what I'm
know.
saying? What the hell was that?
Are you
Out
gonna
of
play the
nowhere.
part where he peed on somebody too? Play that
Look,
I
part.
my
believe
thing is
she's a
this.
guy.
My thing is this.
Hey,
When
watch
you
out,
I
take,
Jess.
believe
You know
she's
what
more
I'm saying?
man than I.
Jess, go
think-
put your raincoat on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit, that was
All right, I'm
next.
sorry. Go ahead, Adoration.
Go put your raincoat on, Jess. He getting a little carried away. You know what I'm saying? Don't want nothing to splatter on you. You know what I'm saying? There's R. Kelly supporter over here.
Go ahead, Adoration.
Go ahead, Adoration. What you got, man? Come on.
I mean, look, like I said, of course,
Right, Doja.
like you said, you don't have to throw out the, let's say, the art or the concept or the idea out if you want to. And that's the thing. People be like, oh, you can't boycott people or you can't cancel people. I say you can do whatever you want. And one of the things that I think that artists have to understand, artists and people in general, is that it is the people supporting you that are the reason why you're paid. So I remember when one dude got canceled for something, and he was saying like, you can't do that. It's not fair. And it's like, well, if people don't want to listen to your shit, they don't have to listen to your shit, and that's just facts. So yeah, there's people like Third who want to keep being an R. Kelly dude. That's great, but the new generation, we don't.
Sing the golden showers, Third. Sing about
We don't have
golden
to
showers.
I'm telling you right now, and like I said,
Is it dude or dude?
It's dude.
You want to be an R. Kelly dude?
Hey, leave me
No,
more
seriously
alone,
though,
man.
like,
Hey, Baltimore
listen.
gonna fuck you up, Third. You know what I'm saying? They gonna
No,
be on
it's
your
worse than
ass.
Baltimore. They be
Mountain
like,
Dew is worse than Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Dude.
Baltimore. I still got
Yeah.
my Baltimore accent.
You
But
do.
no, really though,
We
like
know.
even like the guy who created
We
all the
hear it.
Nickelodeon shows that was so popular back in the day, and we're
Yeah.
watching this new show, and we're like, and people are like, oh my god, parents are like, oh my god, how didn't we catch that? I'm like, because you didn't care. This generation cared. The girl who went after him, she cared, and yeah, she was a younger generation person, but she went and she dug up everything because we always knew this stuff. When I was 8
Let
years
me
old
ask you
watching it, I
this.
got the idea behind it. My parents
So
probably knew. They're probably like, "Oh snap! Look at that! Oh snap!" And you just
nah,
didn't care. But this generation, we care.
Adoration. Let me ask
Yes,
you.
sir.
So so knowing that, are we now not gonna support Keenan and Kel,
No,
all
I didn't.
that?
That's the thing, though.
I'm saying, but this is what we talk about,
But
right?
listen, though.
I
Listen.
can't
Let me
support
explain it to you.
Nickelodeon at
Let me
all
explain it
because of
to
this
you. No, no,
man.
no. Let me explain it to you. Here's the thing you're
Okay,
missing.
give it
You
to
can
me.
support Keenan and Kel. We're all still supporting Josh and Drake. We're not supporting the monster who did it. He needs to go to jail. Nobody's like, oh my God, you know this guy. He's amazing. Oh, let's do his stuff. No, he's canceled. Now the kids who did the work, who put in the work to help produce the kids who we support them. We still support them. They're still, in fact, they're doing. In fact, iCarly, the girl who did the show iCarly, is another popular show. She came back and did a spinoff of her own show. She and the guy who was in it with her, they're directing it. And they almost made, like, they literally put a joke in the show where they were like, we're doing this clean, basically no dirtiness, no wickedness, no underline. Like, this generation, we're still supporting the people who made the art, but we're not supporting the guy who came up with these concepts and made these kids do all this terrible things. His main catch line was feet. He had the kids doing all this foot fetish stuff. And they literally said in the new spin-off, they were like, no foot fetish stuff in the show. That part. So
He
we're not
said I
supporting
feel
the
attacked.
monster. So
I feel
can
attacked.
you sing R. Kelly? Do your thing. But are we supporting R. Kelly? No. Absolutely not. His
No,
tail
him
deserves
as the
to be
person.
in
Yes,
jail.
him and
Yes, and I'm not
that's
gonna be
what
like, oh,
the
R.
whole
Kelly.
argument.
Well, I'm gonna put him on my wall, put his record on my wall. Yeah, got his name on it, but no. If I had something with R. Kelly's name on it, and then I would burn it. I'm just that's just
So,
me, though.
so
But I'm
me
from this
as third
generation.
degree,
Facts,
me as
Carla.
third
Facts,
degree,
Carla.
and I am a. Hold on, let's read what Carla had to say. Oh, my fault. Let's be real. We can't support no entertainment. Period. We don't know these people. They are human like us. All types of demons. What? This. Yes,
But when
this
we
is.
I mean,
do, but
that,
when we do know, and when we do find out about it, that's
we
when the
have to hold them
perception and
accountable.
everything.
We hold them
Hold them
accountable.
accountable. Thank
So,
you. Thank you.
so again,
Facts.
with me being, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I was an R, I was, am, whatever you however you want to say it, an R. Kelly fan. You know what I'm saying, of his music. The
He
dude's
makes good
pen is
music.
impeccable. He writes. He is a writer. For
Right.
him not to be able to read or write for the songs that he's created, he is essentially a musical genius. But let's not negate the fact that yes, he has demons. He has. There's some
He did
again.
terrible things.
A
Well, he did
pedophile.
terrible things. I'm not
Yes.
negating that. But also let's be real. If we want to humanize it a bit, terrible things has happened to him. And then if we're talking about the psychological, wait. We're talking about
Okay,
the
go ahead.
psychological. We're talking about the psychological aspect of it. Well, I wish Tisha was here because she's our residential, psychology major. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, hurt people. So I'm not sitting up here and excusing what I'm not excusing what he's done. You know what I'm saying? If he's did it, then he needs to be held accountable and he needs to suffer the
Yeah, he did it.
consequences of his actions. But I'm not going to be one of those people to sit up there and to be, oh, well, because he did this X, Y, and Z, that does not negate the fact that he was a talented person. He was a genius. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he was a talented person.
He
and an
has some
evil
terrible demons that he succumbed to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and at
but
the end of the day, he's human, just like the rest of us. Just because he's a celebrity, his crimes, his demons, whatever like that, is still the same as, hey, we're talking about Catholic priests. We're talking about Boy Scout leaders. We're talking about people who are closeted homos.
No, because here's the thing, though.
Wait.
He stayed out of prison a long time because he was a celebrity.
Well, because here,
go to prison
so let's go down that rabbit hole. Okay. So the thing about that, if we want to talk about, let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly was a moneymaker because just like I said, he wrote for Michael Jackson. R. Kelly was signed to BMG Sony. So he wrote for Michael Jackson, which the greatest song that you've heard, one of the greatest songs you heard, You Are Not Alone. That sold how many millions and millions and millions and millions. So that begat Sony some dollars. He wrote for Celine Dion. I'm shooting myself in the foot.
That's the reason he didn't go to jail, but he deserves
Guelo. Wait. I got disconnected. So,
hey, that's your
with that
first
being
strike.
said, he also wrote for B2K. He wrote Bump Bump Bump, Girlfriend, which is kind of eerie if you think about it, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he wrote and he's made money.
You said what? Outside of a middle
I
school.
said there were signs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he wrote all of them while sitting outside of a middle school.
Girlfriend. Yeah, so I mean, he wrote some songs, he wrote hits, but so at the end of the day, he was a cash cow for his label because if he's writing songs for these other labels, then guess what? They have to pay money. So if we're talking about economics, yes, they're going to do everything in their power to make sure that this man is staying out of jail. So once the hits stop, once he's not writing for the B2Ks, once he's not writing for the whatever, then now he's in jail. Because if we're talking, we're
Epstein-ish.
So if we're talking, we're keeping it in the buck. So yeah, so we knew about the Aaliyah allegations, from 1994, 1995, 1996. So 2002, then that's when that sex tape, quote unquote, comes out. Oh, so if we're talking about economics and we're talking about, morals and standards, right? So the girl who was on that X tape, her father would ever wind up playing on the Chocolate Factory, TP3.com, all these other R. Kelly. He was a guitar player on these albums. Matter of fact, she was still around while all this stuff was quote unquote happening, She was out there bringing the girls to him.
So what does
you
that have
know,
to do with anything?
Yeah.
so
He's a
I'm
bad
saying
guy.
that, hey,
What's
money
the
All I know
point?
is he's
talks,
a
bullshit
monster,
walks.
and he didn't go to jail because he got money.
That sounds like Epstein.
Money
Oh,
talks,
well.
That sounds
bullshit
No,
walks.
listen. I'm gonna
that
tell
sounds
you the point.
Epstein-ish.
I'm
All right.
gonna tell you the point that Third is not making.
Okay.
These individuals'
Well, I keep
parents
getting
need to be
interrupted,
in
but go
jail
ahead,
too.
Quez.
Yeah, these individuals' parents need to be there's more than just
Agreed.
that
Thank you.
individual.
Agreed.
Like if
Agreed.
we're gonna attack the one individual, let's get the
Take them all
supporting
down.
cast too. You know what I'm saying? But that
I
doesn't
agree.
tend to happen.
But that
They
but
find
that
the
doesn't even
scapegoat and they let the scapegoat take all the heat.
No,
But
he's not the
we
scapegoat. He's the main
no
perpetrator,
no,
yes.
he is,
not the scapegoat.
no, he's the scapegoat for the individuals who knew, who are equally responsible and turned a blind eye. So yes,
The people
he
who
is
should go to jail too. I agree.
yeah,
But they
he's a
do
scapegoat in that regard
but
because
they do that.
there's a whole bunch of people that should have went to jail with R. Kelly,
Yes.
i.e. these
I,
people's parents,
I,
mothers, fathers, CEOs,
Mm-hmm.
execs. You know what I'm saying? Security guards. All these individuals should have went to jail too because you sat there and watched it and you never said anything, which makes you complicit in my
but
eyes. You know
but
what I'm saying?
just
Thank you,
like
Quez. You know, I'm a
how
little sauced.
just like
Hmm.
how Takashi 69, he was a part of that. He was an accomplice to all of that. He was a rat. So he ratted out and he didn't have to go to jail because they wanted someone bigger on higher charges. They wanted a kingpin. That's always been when in the mafia, they'll get the guy that did the hit to get the big boss. They've always done that. They'll get the
But that
street
doesn't make
pusher to
sense,
get,
Melvin.
but that's
That doesn't make
it
sense
doesn't
because
Yeah, it's
there's
a little different,
somebody
Melvin.
bigger
Though
than
it's a little
R.
different.
Kelly. There's somebody way bigger than R. Kelly, and we
but
didn't get him. You
what
know what
I'm
I'm
saying
Epstein.
saying?
is the big fish to get was R. Kelly. He was the
Right.
people that
But
helped
No,
need
he
to go to
wasn't a
jail
big fish.
too.
He just wasn't making the labels money no more. Let's keep that a buck. He just wasn't
no, but
making the
he was
money no
doing.
more.
But
Listen, the
either way,
wrong
it's
you're
wrong.
doing is the wrong you're doing. Whether
Either
you're
way, it's
being
wrong.
protected by money or not, that's
Absolutely.
irrelevant.
That's the
Now you
point.
can be
That's the
being
Wait.
point.
protected by money,
Oh, I
but the
can't
Absolutely.
wrong you're
stand
doing, you need to
Doja.
go
I
to
can't
prison for.
stand Doja. I can't stand Doja. First off, hold up.
Diddy,
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 yes.
oof. But Jay
Diddy,
Z,
yes.
we don't. I
Jay-Z,
mean,
no.
yeah.
Jay
We
Well,
Z
don't.
dated Aaliyah
well,
too. What do you mean
well,
no? Jay Z no.
well. Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know about
Jay
that.
Z.
Wait,
Jay Z
he
too.
dated
Well,
Aaliyah when she was of age.
Now, do we know that to be
yeah,
certain?
yeah.
Well, I
The
don't
thing
know.
is,
He
I'm
the
dated
truth
just
is, the
Aaliyah.
saying.
evidence hasn't come out yet, so we don't know.
Yeah,
No,
exactly. I don't know if he dated Aaliyah.
the thing with Jay Z now, I think is bullshit.
Allegedly.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
this one with Jay Z is bullshit.
Right, you're
But
right.
to
Hey,
say
BJ.
that Jay
Hey,
Z
you're
is
smart.
clear
You're smart.
is no.
Can I see? Hey,
Allegedly.
wait. BJ's looking out for the show, allegedly, because
Allegedly, we
again,
don't know.
because this person who's came out just as of right now, their story is bullshit. I'm sorry, the father was like, oh, I don't remember that. It's inconsistencies in the stories. I don't even know how this shit's allowed to go through. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, because as a black man in America, you never get away clean, man. That's how.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's
People
why.
like
You know what I
people
mean?
like me and Quez's complexion, we got it hard.
see, look,
What the
Right.
fuck?
wait, hold up.
What?
Hey,
What?
wait. This person said Jay-Z worse than Diddy. No, that's not true. And then
But we don't
Carlos
know
said,
that. She
okay,
might not.
one
You
stick,
you
then I'm
don't
on my
know
way.
for a fact, sir. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
We don't
That's
know
the
for a fact.
problem.
wait. Hey, you called it, Quez. You said, hey, the person gonna smoke a cigarette, smoke a cigarette. That's what it said. Hey,
Hey,
look,
I
okay,
know.
one cig, then I'm on one. Ain't that some ish? The niggas.
I know.
The niggas, right?
I know my people. You know what I'm saying?
So the judge allows lawyer to file a motion to dismiss the ape case against Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because again, so the father can't recollect the story. There's been inconsistencies. Even the own accuser has admitted, well, I'm not sure about some of it, but you said this. So why are you attacking Jay-Z? The lawyer seems shady as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much bringing up these charges against Jay-Z. I'm from one going to say that I don't believe these allegations of Jay-Z. But again, the lie is more entertaining than the truth. But because somebody like a Jaguar
Absolutely.
Wright wants to come in here and say Jay-Z did this, no. People want to believe the negative. They want to believe the bullshit as opposed to the truth. So when you start presenting the facts, then people then the facts don't get publicized or get blown up more so than the lies and whatever. Because at
But
the end of the
third,
day,
you also
go ahead.
have to be careful because people don't want to believe the negatives either. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
that's true.
And
I will give you that.
R. Kelly is a prime example of people not
Yes, he
wanting to
is.
admit the negatives. So
Too many
it's a
years.
conflated issue because he peed on that girl, but hey, I'm stepping in the name of love. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. You know, you know what I mean?
The
So you
Boondocks
got to be
episode.
careful. It's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Riley said, "No, R. Kelly piss on your cat." You know what I'm saying? Like all that. You know what I mean? Because the truth be told, when these are people's heroes, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to believe the negative about your favorite person either. You know what I'm saying? I may be somebody's favorite person, but they may never believe I was a shitty individual in high
Right.
school and years following after. But I spent the rest of my life trying to change that narrative. So
Yeah.
I can understand the fact of redemption when people are trying. But we also have to be careful in saying that, just because this isn't true doesn't mean that there aren't truthful things that prove you to be a shitty individual, right? You
Facts.
gotta be careful with that.
I agree with Quez in that some people, like when they first start off, they've done a lot of mistakes and whatnot. But if you're
Mhm.
like in R. Kelly's case, if you get off and went to trial and they said, okay, we can't, there's not enough evidence to convict you for peeing on this minor, and then you continue the same exact behavior, what changed?
Wait. So if we're
What
talking
no no
facts,
but
if we're talking facts,
so
the girl in that video said that wasn't me.
of course she said it
So
was. She got a payday, right?
right, and so did her parents.
R. Kelly and Aaliyah was true, right? So if
That
people
is
Guys,
true.
said
R.
that,
Kelly did a lot more stuff.
so
R. Kelly did a lot of stuff.
if people say
That
you
was not
like
the only thing he
minors
did.
for 20 years and then you're gonna put people on leashes, have them in dungeons, people hold them against their wills. You're not. Are we talking about an upstanding citizen like Quez talked about? He said, I may have done shit back in the day that made me not such a good person, but look at my redemption story. What is R. Kelly's redemption story? He
Right,
on the
Nothing.
same fucking behavior.
Jail.
That's like
right.
it's like
You
the
know what, Melvin?
crackhead that we
I'm gonna have to
knew
give you
in
that.
high school. The crackhead that we
Mhm.
knew in high school, and we're damn near 40, and we're like, oh, we know Joel Boy over there, the same crackhead that was doing crack when I was in high school.
Right.
That nigga didn't change.
It's
He's
like
been doing the
when Diddy.
same. He's been consistent. He reliant.
Consistently on crack. You know
It's
what I'm
like when
saying?
Diddy
Exactly.
said he
That
wants to
he
go
has been
out.
consistent.
Listen,
Oh, I
like when
hate you
Diddy said he
guys.
wants to go out on bail, he won't be around any girls or women. I said, what about the boys and men? And they
Yeah.
Right.
they catch his
We
ass
know
right
you
there
don't
in
want the
jail.
women, sir. We know you don't
What
Take
want
about the
the
that.
boys?
women.
Take that.
Exactly. Talking about I'll stay away
That's
from
not our
women. Like,
concern.
no. You gotta stay away from men, boys,
We need
cats,
you to stay
dogs.
away from the baby oil
What's wrong
aisle.
We
with
That's
need
what
you?
you
we
to
need
stay
you to
away
do.
from
You know what I'm
people.
saying?
Literally.
Wow.
I'm
People.
sorry.
The show's
Uh,
almost over. Are you done with your cigarette? You done eating? Quest called it. Bullshit.
Yep.
Oh man.
oh shit! Hey, she said now he upgraded. He on meth now. What the
Facts.
hell?
Facts.
Yeah.
We all know the same crackhead that upgrades. They're like, oh, that nigga, he
Who's the crack
consistent.
thing? Yeah, what
He
that means?
reliant. We know he's reliable. He
He's right.
reliably on
You're not gonna
crack or
change.
meth or intoxicated. He
What
reliable.
did
That
I?
nigga
What
is
did I miss?
reliably under the influence. And
Exactly.
so,
And people, it's true
Who's
though.
the
People
crackhead?
will
What did I
support you. Like
miss?
one of my our
oh
ex
shit!
pastors from back in the States. He's a pedophile. He actually got arrested, like pedophile
damn.
level.
What the fuck?
This man done went from pastor to bishop. He's a bishop now.
Oh
A
shit.
Damn.
bishop. A whole bishop. And
Hmm?
I see him pop up on social media talking about I'm the people's pastor. Like, sir, you're a pedophile.
You think he's the rock?
Who's that?
I was at the
Hey,
church when the guest pastor came and said, basically, since the 14-year-old girl told these hoes ain't loyal. The audacity. And he's a bishop, a whole
hey,
bishop. So
Now he get to travel and do it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I
That's
mean?
the difference.
How
Yeah,
you
that's why
gonna discredit the
people be like, "Oh, they're a
14-year-old?
bishop. Oh, they're this." I'm like, I don't care. Oh, they're high esteem. You need to. I'm not. I don't respect nobody. I respect you by what you did. And if I don't know what you did, I don't know. But once I know, I know. I don't need no.
Exactly. Once you know better, do better. Period.
Exactly.
Who's that?
But
Oh, go ahead, BJ. What did you say?
I'll say, who's the guy that became bishop? I kind of missed all that.
Say again.
Yeah, we the bishop. What's his name? We need.
What's his name?
Oh, am I allowed to say his name?
Yeah, say it.
Jamal Bryant.
Damn.
Jamal Bryant.
Harrison Bryant.
That sound like a
Empowerment
thug
Temple.
name.
He hate me because
Damn.
I be on his post like this nigga a pedophile in the comments.
Allegedly.
You know
Allegedly.
what I mean? Listen,
Allegedly.
Even worse. Our
Allegedly.
family was the biggest tithe. They're one of the highest tithers in their church. And we used to always run down and give, hundreds of thousands. Like the people in that church were just rich for some reason. We used to give, we gave so much money one year, it was crazy. And then when we came back in our time of need, we noticed that a lot of the money that goes toward the people that you give, they don't get any of it.
Yeah,
they don't get none of it.
That's how a lot of churches work these days.
Exactly.
Right.
And we were like,
you pour into it.
Here we go.
We gave it
when the churches say, "Oh, this church need to be bigger. We gotta pray on it. We gotta tithe more money."
We gotta build.
So you sit up there and you take one church and you generalize it for every church. Come on,
when you start seeing it a lot, and it's not just one church.
Wait, go ahead, BJ. Go ahead, BJ.
So, as the resident pastor in this group and the treasurer,
fucked up now.
And y'all still cursing. Y'all are some heathen.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
No filter, just disrespectful.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm just sucking it in.
I'm glad to be 77% with the dirty.
I didn't know you. Hey, honestly, I didn't know you was a pastor, BJ. I apologize.
He just told you, and you say, "Oh, you fucked them now."
Hey, yeah, no. I mean,
pastor?
Hey, stop it,
really
man. Don't do that.
But we talking about one guy, okay?
Hey, listen, I'm trying to walk in the footsteps of the Lord, man. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? He know my heart. Yes.
I'm not a lead pastor of my church. I'm the youth pastor, but I've been a pastor for about 20 years ish, give or take.
So you've seen some shit.
I have.
You still cussing?
You don't have no reverence, no respect. Hey,
respect who? I'll see Jesus
but
when I see him.
Jesus sat with the sinners and ate with them,
God
right?
watches
Yeah,
us all.
exactly.
Yes, he did.
I
A
told
pastor
you.
being on the show don't mean nothing.
I always said it. All I gotta say is,
I'm not going to hell
when
with
you get
y'all.
back,
I'm gonna
nigga.
say that much.
I ain't going to hell with gasoline draws with Melvin.
Like
Yeah,
I
go
said
ahead,
before.
Hey, Bishop BJ, go ahead, man. You know what I'm
Go ahead.
saying?
You were getting ready to say
I'll
something.
say
Ignore these heathens.
You were getting ready to say something. But you were really interrupted by these heathens. Go ahead.
Ignore the heathens,
what I see.
man. Go ahead up.
See that nigga when he gets back.
My personal opinion. It's my personal opinion. If a lead pastor is telling you to donate money, because they need a bigger building, they might need a bigger building. But most of the time, from these big churches, they're lining their own pockets. I'm actually the treasurer of my church, and we're extremely transparent. Every year we go, this is how much money has come in, this is what money's going out, this is how much we pay the pastor, and we have gotten huge amounts of money. And I consider our church a small church, but we just have to be careful at the church that we go to. The church is perfect until we walk in, and you have to be careful,
Absolutely.
and you have to be transparent.
I agree with that.
I
because,
support
100%.
Absolutely.
I support that. I support Pastor Thumb. I support him 100%.
Listen, man. No, you do.
Carla, what's up with you? Finally, welcome to the show. We got
what's up, family?
Hey, what up, Carla?
What's
shoot an
up?
eight, smoke a
Sorry for your
cigarette,
loss, Carla.
rob the
Sorry for your
bank, knock
loss.
somebody out. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff before she shows up. What's up, Cheesecake? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How y'all doing?
We
Hey,
good. Welcome
man.
to the after party.
All right now.
Yeah, living the dream. But no, I was saying I agree. I agree with BJ in regards of you have to know the church that you at, man. Yeah, you shouldn't just be in any random church. Just because they big or just because it's popping in there. And you know what I mean? You still gotta to make sure that any house that you walk into
Correct. Yeah.
that you feel the presence of God there over the presence of energy, and the music is fire, and you know what I'm saying, he's a good orator, and make, you know what I mean, you got to pay attention to all of that. You know what I mean? If you in a church and you see that the community is not being helped, which is a problem. You know what I'm saying? There's just about as many churches as there is liquor stores. So, you know what I mean? You take that how you want it. You know what I'm saying? But you should be paying attention. You should be paying attention to your shepherd, right? If you plan on being in a flock, it's also your responsibility to know what you're getting yourself into. You know what I mean? Don't just be at
Very
church
true.
to say, "Hey, I went to church." No, if you
Yes,
in a
thank you.
church
Thank you,
that
Quez.
isn't
Thank you,
led by
Quez.
God, then you
Exactly.
probably shouldn't be in there. So
Very true.
that's my point about it. If you think your church is robbing you, then maybe you should get out that church. You know what I'm saying?
Very
And then
true.
I would say too, like, you don't have to make. I think one of the biggest problems that we have as people is we make people like our idols. Like, people make their pastors their idols. Like, this person can do no, like, if they do wrong, my faith in God is shattered. I'm like, why? What is the person? Because people are evil. I'm not saying that a pastor might not go from a good upstanding man and then become a pedophile. He might do that, and he should go to jail. But he doesn't have to. Doesn't have to be your lifeline and your identity. And to me, that's crazy. So
Right.
Yeah.
Carla, welcome. What are your 3 cents on what we've been saying?
Walk straight into the fire. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
You come a heathen with us.
Yeah,
No,
not
you and
us.
Melvin. You and Melvin.
Not us.
I'm not a heathen.
I ain't no goddamn heathen. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta sin to win. You gotta sin to win.
This
Tell you what it
dude.
is.
I mean, at the end of the day, people are people. You know, people want to believe what they want to believe. You talk about pastors. It can be a pastor in a church that seem a little fruity, and people pick up on these things.
I've seen that.
And then it's like, oh no, he's an apostle. He's this and he's that. And then 5 years down the line, he got a man on his shoulder. So at the end of
What
the
church
day,
you go to?
It could even be 20 years down the line.
I know exactly who she's talking about. So I know exactly.
Not I know who she.
What church? What church is she talking about? Baltimore. Do you know what she's talking about?
I know the pastor she's talking about.
You know the pastor.
I only named one pastor. I'm not naming another one, but I know exactly who she's talking about.
And then all of a sudden, it's okay to be gay.
It's okay to be gay because the pastor.
Wait. What'd you say, BJ?
I said, just say allegedly.
Allegedly.
I mean, you calling out names. Calling out names. I'm not up on who's gay in the church. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas. Go ahead.
BJ, are you allowed to be gay in church? Not you, but people.
Yeah,
people are allowed.
You can be gay.
Is there a
come
law?
to church?
Is there not a law, or
wait,
is there
Melvin, let him answer.
Well, I'm clarifying my thing as is. Can pastors be gay? That's my question.
Absolutely
okay.
not.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Go ahead, speak on it, BJ.
You're
the Bible clearly says that the homosexual will not enter the kingdom of heaven. I mean, that's what I believe. Can gay people come to church? Yeah, they can come to church, and hear God's word, but it's up to them to make a choice to change from the ways. I can't make anybody change.
I like
Good
that.
answer,
Everybody falls short.
But
everybody.
But you said the what was the quote that you said? The Clemming.
No, I said the Bible says that the homosexual will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
Where can I look that up?
Let me pull it up for you.
Look, go ahead, Pastor.
I just want to know.
You know what I'm saying?
because I'm like, I've never.
Facts. That's facts.
Well, it don't make no sense to me.
Because Melvin looks on the toes of everybody.
No, but think about it. The liar, the career liar can go to heaven. The murderer can go to heaven.
No, they can't.
No,
they can't.
But
No, they can't.
Okay.
Because it actually calls it out.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I won't stop.
No, you pull it up.
Those
I'm not
individuals
a,
can't go. You know what I'm saying?
Those sinners can't go.
Verse 9.
Go for it.
Unless, you know what I mean?
Read the whole
They
thing.
repent unless they.
Read the whole thing?
No.
No, what I'm talking about.
You don't
read
have
the
to
list
read
of
it. Just tell me the
because
quote so I can go look up.
First Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9.
All right. I got it. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9.
There we go.
Thank you. That's all I want to do.
Well, wait.
So it's basically a list of things. But here's
Wait,
the thing,
1 Corinthians.
Chapter 6, verse 9.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead and read it.
Hold on a sec. I got it.
As to not take it out of context, you need to read the whole plot so the you
Wait,
understand that is
Baltimore.
Adoration is correct.
I'm sorry, because if you take it out of context, then
Pastor got it. He got it.
Right.
Wait,
Pastor got you right. You know what I'm saying? He got you right. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We can tell Third don't read his Bible. He don't know what Old Testament or New Testament.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
He knows
Hey,
the New Testament.
hey,
Shut up,
you
Claire.
dark-skinned heathen. I'm about to do something to help y'all.
What?
You chimney sweet.
There you go. Put it up there. Put it
tar
up there.
baby.
Damn.
You tar baby. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was doing.
That can't be God. You know what I'm saying? That can't be God speaking through you.
That's definitely not God. But neither is your blackness. So
okay, come on, man.
You said verse 9, right? Or do you not know the wrongdoers will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived. Neither the sexually immoral, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor men who have sex with men, nor thieves, nor greedy, or drunkards, nor slanderers, nor swindlers will inherit the kingdom of God. And that is what some of you were. But you were washed, you were sanctified, you were justified in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ by the Spirit of our God.
Exactly. That's why I said don't take it out of context. If you just take it out of context and say, "Oh, if you're gay, you're going to hell,"
if you get too lit, if you get too lit, you ain't going
to
heaven
not what
either.
it says.
That's not what that means.
A drunkard.
A drunkard isn't somebody who gets too lit. A drunkard is somebody who lives their life.
Alcoholic.
But you understand that what it's saying is that Jesus died for your sins and cleansed you, so then you are made whole. So it's basically saying, because this is people who had sex before marriage, cheated on their spouses. That's a list of that. But what it's saying
adulterers.
Is that adulterers.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure
immoral,
because
that's why I said don't take it out of context.
Melvin,
I didn't know that you guys were pastors. I didn't know you guys were pastors.
Don't worry about it,
ahead,
Melvin.
BJ.
You're going to hell, Melvin. Don't worry about it. I mean, there's no way around it. You're just going to hell. It's okay. It's okay, bro.
What I took from that is that we all sin, right?
Yes.
We've all been lit. We've all probably slandered. We've probably all done some
on this list. Yeah.
But you can be saved if you repent and do right.
Change behavior.
Okay? But if you continue to do these things, if you continue to lay down with a man with a man or a woman with a woman or be drunk, you are basically saying that this is my life. This is my belief. This is how I do things. But you will not enter.
So if you read the whole chapter starting from the beginning, the title of it is Lawsuit Against Believers. So
so hoes are not going to heaven.
Absolutely oh my God.
Well, Mary was a hoe.
Well,
Wait,
but
who?
my
What
thing is,
Mary? Oh, Mary
so if
Magdalene.
you
No,
Okay.
she
don't
really wasn't.
repent,
She's
can
talking
you
about Mary
die while
Magdalene.
Well,
you
she was a
hoeing?
prostitute.
There's more than one
So
No,
Mary.
that's
so
not
if you
what.
Yeah,
die
there's
while
one.
you
There's
Oh my
definitely one.
hoeing,
God.
There's
you ain't.
definitely more than one
No.
Mary, and they assume it's
Well, yeah, that's
Mary
definitely
Magdalene just
more than
talking
one
about.
Mary
Mary.
Well,
Magdalene was
but
a hoe.
so
Yes.
that's what
No,
I'm
she
saying.
was
So if
not.
you die while you're hoeing, you ain't going to heaven.
That is
So
not what the
so
Bible says.
I'm
Oh my
glad
God,
that
no.
you brought up
Oh
Mary
my God.
Magdalene, right?
Go ahead,
Melvin,
Pastor.
shut
For
up,
hoes, right?
Melvin. Shut up.
Well, think about
Hey,
it. It said
you
adulterers
him.
and
Let's
all
let's
these
talk.
people.
Let the pastor talk about the hose real quick. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, pastor. Tell him about the hose. You know what I'm
So
saying?
Jesus.
in the case of Mary Magdalene, right?
Yes.
She was going to be stoned, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Jesus drew a line in
Mhm.
the sand, right? And it says
Mhm.
the first one that doesn't the first one that
Without sin.
without sin cast the first stone, right?
Yes.
Okay. A lot of people don't realize the significance of that line.
Yes.
So if you go to the Old Testament, because remember, Jesus was a Jewish rabbi.
Mhm.
So everything that he was teaching was a fulfillment of the Old Testament. And since I didn't do my research prior to coming online, but there's a law that talks about a line in the sand, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So Jesus told the people that were persecuting her, "Hey, if you're the one without sin, you cast the first stone."
Mm-hmm.
To show that all of us are right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
once they all left, he turned to her. She was forgiven, and then he said, "Don't sin no more."
Exactly.
Go into no more. Amen.
You know,
Mhm.
and that just shows that yes, we can be forgiven of stuff that we've done in the past, but it's up to you to sin no more.
Exactly.
If you sin again, you need to go back to Jesus to be forgiven.
Amen.
Good
And you
stuff.
have to make a
If you
choice.
want to,
I mean, you have to make a choice.
Amen.
I mean,
Because at the
but
end of
that
the day,
my
Jesus died for
question
your
is,
sins. You have to accept that. He said you have
so
to accept the gift.
Yeah,
if
you
And if
you
have
you're not
to
accepting that,
you have
then
to accept it. You have to make a
exactly, you're not
choice and you
accepting
so
have
it
to
then.
accept that.
my point exactly. So if you on Figueroa right now, you going to hell.
No.
Yes.
No, no.
Yes.
That, and if you die in a
Yes.
DUI crash
So you
because you're
get shot today,
alcoholic,
Melvin, you going to
you
hell?
going to hell. No,
so
You get shot today, you going to hell?
because no, these are I'm asking this because adulterers, drunks, that is what it said right there. So if you a hoe, if you not married and you out there fucking, and then you go to church and say, "Oh, please
This
forgive
dude,
me,"
man.
No.
you still are
Yeah,
going to
no
Here's the
hell.
spirit.
thing though. And here's the thing that I always say to people. The Bible says, we look on the outward appearance, God looks from the heart. God knows your heart. So if I'm somebody that's like, hey,
And,
I'm gonna play the game, I'm gonna play God. I'm gonna
and
go
that that
outside,
that
sleep
goes
with
to
other
my
men, and
point.
then I'm gonna go to church and tell God to forget. God knows my heart. He knows if I'm repenting or not. He knows if I'm really like, you know what, God, I accept you as my savior. He's not stupid. Now we might see somebody at the strip club and be like, hey, they didn't repent, they're evil. You don't know where they're at. You don't know where
But
they're at
that's
in their
my
heart.
point.
God knows.
Who are
It's
we to judge?
We are
Who
no
are we
exactly.
to
We are no one to judge.
exactly?
we
So
we
when
We
you
can't
not.
sit there and
But
say
we
this
can't
person
judge. I
can't
mean,
do
only
this,
God
wait,
this,
judges
this,
us.
wait,
You
Pastor,
will
you go.
know by
Tell
their
her.
fruit.
We not
Thank
judging
you,
it. That's
Jeff.
just
and,
what the word say.
Thank you,
The
Jeff.
word
All right,
said we
so
using the word to
man.
profound upon the
and,
argument. Because
and
So
that's
go
what
my
the
ahead,
point,
word
CJ.
say. I
my
can't
Go
point
argue
ahead,
is,
with that.
CJ.
so
and,
we can judge.
Yes.
We can judge.
Well,
Yes.
as
So
humans,
let's
we
just
do judge.
say Melvin, not Melvin. Let's say all of us we're going to church, right? And we've been going to church for a long time, and then all of a sudden, one of us starts falling off.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what are you doing? You're passing judgment right then and there.
Yeah, that's true.
You are passing judgment right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Either the brother comes back, or the sister comes back, or they don't.
No, they don't.
You know, every
Yeah.
day, every day you are supposed to, strive for Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
but
you
then
have to. Go ahead.
why don't you become a rabbi instead of a pastor if you're striving to be more like Jesus? Jesus was a Jewish rabbi.
I follow
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I'm saying if you want to be more like Jesus, why didn't you become Jewish and a rabbi? Which that is the actual closest you could be to Jew. Because if Jesus came down, he could be anything. He didn't say I'm Catholic. He didn't
No,
say I'm
Jesus came
Christian.
down as a Jewish rabbi,
Okay,
and I
so
followed the teachings of Jesus. And
So
being a
What makes him
Christian,
a
it was
Christian?
used as a derogatory term,
but
not as a term as it is today.
but the closest and the most accurate interpretation of what Jesus' teaching would be from a rabbi and the Torah and whatnot.
No, that's actually
But
not
you
true.
can't
That's
just
not
be
true.
a
how
Jew.
not?
You just can't just be a
If
Jewish
he was a
rabbi
Jewish,
though.
if he was a
So,
Jewish
But
rabbi,
Melvin,
you
Melvin,
can't
Hold
just
on, you are like
show
you're
up
like
one day, Melvin, and be like,
Wait,
you know
one at
what?
a
I'm a
time. One
Jewish
at a time.
rabbi.
One at a time.
You know what
One
I'm
at
saying?
a
I'm
time.
not
so,
he
Jewish, so
wasn't
I can't be a rabbi.
Jesus didn't have a
One
Bible.
at
He
a
didn't.
time.
Jesus didn't have a Bible. Wasn't rocking a Bible. So
We
you
know
can't
this.
be like Jesus was rocking a Bible, and that's where he was getting this from.
yeah, but Melvin,
He was Jewish. There was the Torah.
yes.
So why
Okay,
are we okay?
so
Are
the
we all
And
most,
Jewish though?
so the most accurate thing that Jesus was doing at the time he was alive was not the Bible, was was practicing Torah and Judaism. Correct?
Melvin.
Why do
Melvin.
we all look different?
No.
Why do we all look different? Why are
Some
there
of us,
different
some of us
languages?
have pigment or not. Some of us
Why
have
are
pigment
there
or not.
different
Wait, wait,
languages?
hold up. What, Pastor?
This
Break
is
it down
left
in
field,
type
man.
film.
No,
Go ahead,
all
Pastor.
I'm saying is that yes, Jesus was a Jewish rabbi, right? But I'm not becoming a rabbi. I'm becoming a follower of Jesus.
My question is to get the most accurate following of Jesus. Because the people at that time, there was no such thing as a Christian. Correct? There was Jews and Gentiles.
At that
Bro, it
time,
was a term that was made
That
up
that time
it was
there
a
was
after
no
term,
Catholic.
a
Christians took on the word
derogatory
Christ.
term for people that followed the teachings of Jesus.
Jesus.
So his
That's when
followers
it
and his
started.
apostles were what? Were
They were
they?
Christians.
They were different,
They
right?
were
They were
Christians.
Christians.
Yeah,
They were the
not all
first
of them were
Christians.
Jewish.
It just
Not
Exactly.
all
started.
of them were
But I'm
Jewish.
saying
They
to
were Jewish
if you
people.
want to be closer
No.
to God, you would
Man,
want to
But
do
you
the
you
Torah.
can't just
It's
be
so
Jewish though,
no,
Melvin. I
bro.
can't
Well,
just say, you
Melvin,
know
shouldn't we
what,
all be
today I'm
So
Jewish.
carpenters
so
like
then why
You know
can
what I'm
Jesus
saying? It
everybody
was?
don't
become
work like
Christian?
that.
That makes no
Why can
sense.
everybody just become
Be,
Christian?
be, because they're followers of Christ. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Ah,
Yeah, that's
That's
what
that
the
don't
I'm
make no
that's
saying.
the
sense to me.
the point.
That don't
we
make no
got five
sense
more
to me.
minutes. 5 more minutes. Because I
Is
gotta
the
Go
end
ahead,
this
easy
man.
show. I gotta
is
end
the
this show so I
easiest
can take my.
threshold to get
I got.
into?
I gotta end this show soon so I can take my great aunt to church tomorrow. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man.
You ain't going. That's a sin right there. You lying.
I'm taking her
You
to
going to
church.
hell. You going to
Man,
Well, I'm going to church tomorrow.
holy moly
I don't go to
guacamole. You
church.
know what I'm saying? I mean, gosh, dang.
What did Carla say? Speak up, Carla. What was
I'm
that?
going to church tomorrow and Bible study. Amen.
I can believe
Amen.
that. I can believe that.
Yes.
Man,
So you believe?
it
Okay.
look like R. Kelly left a mark on your face. I'm just saying.
Damn.
I know Peter
Oh,
Griffin ain't
oh yeah,
talking.
back to the
Peter
Hey,
real
Griffin.
it's
Oh
quick.
been
yeah, I was
great.
gonna say, yeah. Go
Real
Carla.
quick. So so y'all talked about R. Kelly. We talked about what P. Diddy, Jay-Z, all of them. At the end of the day, people are people. We don't know those people. They are human just like us.
Very true.
There's so many singers, even back in the 60s, the 70s, that we listen to today.
Chuck Berry.
And I mean, you can listen to Marvin Gaye, all of them. They all got some issues, okay?
Very true.
Now, do we still listen to their music? Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of gospel singers that are Kurt Franklin. Hello.
Yeah. I listen
And
to
he be
Third music
jumping
and
up and down on
he got some problems.
he got some
All my people
problems.
say.
You know what I'm saying? So we all fall short. That's why God says we should not be worshiping any idols. Because we don't know their life. Now, am I gonna say I'm gonna stop listening to R. Kelly? No.
I am.
No, I'm not.
Adoration.
You never listened to him in the first place, Adoration.
Yeah, you not
And
like
stuff,
us.
but I'm
You know
not
what
gonna lie. Some of his music,
But no,
I
I
be
did.
a little disturbed. If I put on Meek
No, I'm
Mills
gonna keep
right
it a buck.
now,
Yes, I'm gonna keep it a
if I
buck.
put on Meek Mills right now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, oh,
Hey, hold up, wait
But
a
again,
minute.
that's alleged. We don't know what
Y'all
Meek
thought
Mill
I
did.
was finished when I answered
That's my part right there.
Hey, that's the joint.
We all fall short. We all fall short. Like, we can
Yeah,
take a
facts.
message from anybody. I mean, didn't Jesus have a donkey talk? Like, everybody is used in some type of purpose, whether if it's good or bad. So
Hey,
it's
Carla,
not, as
all I
long as
gotta
my
say,
spirit ain't changed, I'm good.
word.
That
All I gotta
part.
say to that is la da 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 da. La
Y'all do y'all.
It's,
la
My thing is
da
this:
da.
sing the song all you want, but
it's been
my
fun.
generation, we gonna throw your ass in jail. And that's just that.
You ain't throwing
Okay,
me in
Y'all
no
you
can
gonna
jail,
try
throw
to
us? You
Adoration.
gonna throw us in jail for singing the song
They
not you.
gonna
Adoration?
cane
Damn.
you,
I'm
Adoration.
throwing
They
the
gonna
person who
cane
did it in
you.
jail.
Hey, Adoration,
Hey,
they'll
I'm
cane
throwing the
you
person who did
before
it
they
in jail.
put me in jail. I'm
yeah,
just saying.
Not
you can't
you.
get us.
Okay,
You're not
hold
even
on.
in
Okay, hold
America,
on.
Throwing you in
goddamn.
jail.
You're not
Yeah.
even over here.
Hold on,
I
do
listen.
you listen
I
to
listen
Chris
to
Brown?
Thirds
Do you
music, and
listen
he
to Chris
got
Brown?
problems.
Honestly, no. He did some terrible things. I
Okay,
can't.
who do you listen to right now?
Beyonce.
Well, shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, come on now.
Demon.
I
Right.
know.
Jesus
What
But
about
music.
people don't want to believe
No,
that.
no, no,
People
no,
Marilyn
no.
want to
I
put her
Manson?
on a
believe
high
you. What I
pedestal.
said was, no, I believe you. What I said was, you can listen to the person's music all you want and sing it. And if it comes out that they did something and they're proven guilty because you got to go through the system, I'm going to throw their
Hey,
ass in
hey,
jail.
Did you not see
Beyonce
her
did a
video?
whole
Then I would
satanic
throw more
Did
ritual
people
you
in
in
jail.
not
front of
see
your
her
face.
videos of her
You know what I'm
ripping up the
saying?
Bible?
I said I
Right.
would throw her in jail today. No, I didn't see those videos though. But I would throw her in jail today if she was proven guilty for doing some stuff that R. Kelly did in jail, and I would feel no way about
Okay,
it.
well, you
Okay, and
should throw her out
I
too
hear
then,
that.
because she does demon worship
She does
right
I
in your
would
demon
face,
feel no
worship.
way about
But
it.
see,
and you ain't threw her out yet.
that's a good
Allegedly,
example.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
But see, this is the thing.
Allegedly.
This is the example of what I say, that people will believe what they want to believe.
Exactly.
The devil always shows his face.
Exactly.
Okay?
I know.
But people,
listen, I know what they
And the
do.
devil has a mole
people
on the right
are
side of his
so
face.
blinded.
You gotta sin to
People
win.
want to
You gotta
love
sin
what
to
they
win.
love, and they up in the concert and they just like getting
Listen,
it.
I know what these
But she
people do.
throwing up all types of signs. She's saying things in her music. I just told my daughter 2 days ago, because she was talking about what's that one singer, little Nas.
Oh man.
And yes, she said something about him, and I said demon, and she was like, "What?" And I showed her some music videos.
Yeah, he
And
was
she was
grinding on the
like,
devil in his music video. He's a retard. You know, excuse me. I mean, politically incorrect. Forgive me. He's stupid.
You need to go to church, you demon.
I'm going tomorrow.
Goodbye,
thumbprint.
y'all. What the hell? I'm not finna play with y'all, man.
We need
Good night.
Hey, BJ, are you close enough to San Diego County to where you can go dip Melvin into some holy water?
Yeah,
You
well,
know what I'm saying?
I'll burn.
Some
I'll
holy
burn.
moly guacamole,
Nah,
because
man,
that
I'm over
boy needs.
here
Right.
He
I
needs some
told you.
in
he needs some
Mexico.
holy.
All
He needs some
I
holy
gotta
water
say to
mouthwash.
Jesus is see you when
I'll
you
just
He
get
needs
pray
some
for
back.
you
holy
now,
water.
brother.
I'll see
Here,
him when he
here right
get
now.
back. That's it.
Yeah, he needs some
Yeah,
holy water
don't do it.
mouthwash. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
You know
do
what I'm
it,
saying?
BJ.
When he
It's
come
gonna
back,
jump
I'll
on
see
you.
him and
Don't do
we'll
it.
straight all this out. But until
Just
then,
bounce off, man. Just bounce off.
yeah, exactly. I'll see that nigga when he come back. That's all I gotta say to Jesus. See you when you
All right,
get
I
back.
love y'all, man. Good
I love
night.
y'all
Good
too.
All
night.
right, love y'all
Hey,
too.
who did we lose? We lost. See, that's that
Adoration.
time. That's that
She said it
Taiwanese
was time to
government that
go.
said nope.
Yeah.
I was trying.
Man.
Yeah.
She got tired
All
of
right,
Peter
y'all.
Griffin over there. Oh, third ass.
I don't look like no Peter Griffin.
Oh,
First off,
burnt Peter Griffin.
Bye.
ooh, I want to say something.
All right,
All
y'all.
But
Oh, I can't say what I
right.
want to say.
Good
I can't
night.
say. You know how you want to say your mammy. You know what I'm saying? But I can't do that. You know, what I mean? Like, his
You
baby
somewhat
mama.
did.
His baby mama looked like Peter Griffin. How about that?
Oh
Five
my
chins.
God.
5 chins. You know what I'm saying? He had to bag that hole with a brown bag. I'm just saying.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
He had to pay her $40 to get off. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? We would have talked.
All right, watch. His behind gonna
Holy-
jump right back off.
Holy moly, guacamole! I mean, he said he got the whole New Mexico on the side of his face. I'm just, what are you talking about? You know? He got R. Kelly evidence right here.
I ain't laughing.
Oh my God. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, you are. I mean,
Sorry, my iPad died. Sorry.
She said I had to
trash.
Go.
No,
Okay.
my iPad died.
Okay.
I didn't
How
realize
he talking
the
trash
battery.
with the devil's thumbprint on his right face?
Look,
I'm
she
just
said
saying.
I'll
You know
come
what I'm
back once he gone. Once he gone, I'll be back.
That nigga's over here looking spotted, talking shit. You know, I'm just saying. Oh, my fault, Angie. You still here?
Oh my God.
Hey, this has been real. When Quet's internet broke out, or the snowstorm that got him, I don't know. His whole screen went black, or maybe that was just him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know?
He did keep saying bye, so
Right.
I don't know.
All right, y'all. Well, this has been a real one. Thank you for coming to the after party. You know what I'm saying? We'll be here next week, next Friday.
Saturday.
Thank you, BJ, for coming through. Adoration. We want to thank the Taiwanese government for letting them allow your internet to come through. We will allow, you know what I'm saying? Holy moly guacamole. You know, mole. Moly.
What? What's happening?
No, it's Melvin's name. Holy moly. I mean, yeah. You got Arizona right here. I'm just saying, like, so. But yeah, it's been a real one. We will see you next week. Thank you for coming through. Peace.